right. Arty tagged, all right?
Hello. Hello, everybody. We're live here in it's a wedding resource warehouse we're in right now.
You guys are kicking ass, though. You guys are kicking ass, taking names, and it's going to get done.
I want to know if she has an inventory list.
Probably.
Are we going to be checking this stuff off as it goes into the truck and then checking it off as it comes off the truck?
It is the Christmas season. Got to make let's check it twice.
You know what I mean?
Stuff am I going to ruin putting it on the truck?
I'm not even 100% confident all this is making here.
You guys are all kicking ass, though. You guys are all...
It is, let's see, where's Eric? There we go. It's episode 83. Well, one away from the big one.
Isn't it? I still think that's funny that the 84 one is going to be in You're a Married Man. It's
I
just
know.
weird. That's,
Numbers.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
Right, Scalabrini?
allegedly.
515,
515-75.
Numbers.
The
God.
Is that part of your best man speech? You just start going off on numbers? 12, 15, 18. 12, 15, 75. I really hope you or Joey goes off in a Ray Lewis numbers. I remember the day. It's not about these two. It's about me.
And then about saving children from sex trafficking.
I won't save the kid who's in an airport.
It typically, I would leave it up to any. If I had to guess, any person being inducted to the Football Hall of Fame would use a hair mic and not a regular mic and walk around. Not use the podium. To talk would be Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
So you can't give me a podium. I gotta walk around.
I looked up and when I saw him walk around, I go, I don't know why I'm shocked.
They didn't even. He was the last person to go on. So I remember.
He was the headliner, right?
Yeah. So what they did was they had all the guys, and then they had the statues in the back, and after they went on stage, they would like shine the light on their picture. Yeah. And then they would take the jacket off the statue that they had and give it to him and all that stuff. So Ray Lewis, it was like when he was going on, they would play like music in between. They rolled the podium out and they changed the lighting and all that stuff. And like the guys are still sitting on stage, right? And they're like hanging out, and all of a sudden like the lights like got purple.
Did he do his?
Yeah, it was like this, like
whatever is.
It's and Baltimore Ravens number 52, Ray Lewis. And that's when I seen the two guys making out in front of me.
Oh, yeah, I remember you mentioning that.
Yeah, it was very bizarre.
That's weird. Making
Very
out in front of a Ray Lewis introduction.
This one guy was so excited with his friend, like so excited, he was just kissing his friend on the cheek about Ray Lewis.
That's weird.
It's 5, 75.
Imagine they started going down on each other.
Oh yeah, that would have been great.
You know from making out to kissing on a cheek. I'm like,
I was like, so each guy was like
don't
20.
Make any comments, you won't be able to host the Oscars.
Yeah, that's
oh,
true.
Wow, shit. Yep.
Each guy was like 20 minutes long. So I'm like, all right, Ray Lewis, 20 minutes long. He went an hour.
He went last though.
I'm
right?
sitting there and I'm like, all right, now we gotta wrap this. And then when you thought he was done, he was like getting off stage. And another thing I want to tell you about: the kids in Africa need food. It's like,
He's
whoa.
the kind of guy that would send off, walk off, and then walk back, be like, I forgot something.
Well, when you have an attached mic, you can literally leave the parking lot and still be talking. And people are like, oh,
I mean,
hey,
after he goes off, round of applause, and whoever comes in says something.
I feel like they were trying to do the Oscar wrap-up music at one point because the lights started going on, and there was this, they were like signal, like like a comedian, you get the red light. Yeah, you got a minute, hurry up.
I gotta teach the kids how to hide a knife.
In bloody clothes.
Then he was pointing at this like one.
Guy was wearing a white suit.
I know, right?
Then he's like, see those people over there, and he had a whole like quarter of the stadium. I bust those people up from Baltimore.
Yeah, it's like his charity or something like that.
His slaves.
Yeah, he's like his slaves.
He works at his mansion. All
Like
these
his
people.
peeps.
Do you think OJ contacted Ray Lewis and said this gave him tips on how to get rid of bloody clothes?
That would have been traced
Maybe.
back. They would have. Someone would have caught on to that one. There's no way.
How do these two guys, be that close to someone getting murdered and not have blood? He had a white suit.
That's a very good question.
OJ Simpson, 2 people's throats cut. Why is there no bloody clothes anywhere?
Continue, guys. Hold on one second.
That sounds
Why?
like an X-File to me. And I wish somebody could explain to me how the hell Harold Baines got into the Hall of Fame through the committee.
Rock Baines?
Harold Baines was a good player, but Hall of Famer should be like elite, not good, elite player.
Yeah.
Harold Baines is not a Hall of Fame baseball player.
Well, I
He's not-
mean,
he's a good player.
I think it comes with.
I don't-
What about
Because
Lee
you-
Smith, who was also put in as a...
I know, I'd let him have it.
It's because of who you're going in with. Somebody's got to go
His,
in.
well, no, but they
Right.
weren't like electees.
Did they ever
No,
say
they were
no?
the
Oh, we know those
these were
guys.
the committee.
Yeah, these
the,
were committee
Veterans
guys. So
Committee.
Lee Smith and what was the other guy?
Hal Baines.
Hal Baines got put in because they were past the ballot
the
stage.
10-year. Yeah, the 10-year.
Yeah, so they were a what would they call? What would you call that? That would be like a a runner-up, I guess, or a legendary.
Well, then that's why
But they're still in. But in is still in, and they're in the Hall of Fame. They're going to get a
This
plaque.
is still in it, but if
And
your
the
committee is kind of like,
yeah,
is that kind of like a?
It's a backdoor way in.
But isn't that like a? Is that would that be equivalent?
It is
to
backdoor
a,
in, yeah.
Like they give somebody a Grammy just for what's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, like a lifetime achievement. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Is
basically
that
what it is.
But
yeah.
they still get the plaque on the wall. They still get the thing.
Still get the Grammy, too.
Do they get the plaque?
Yeah,
I don't know if they get
they
the plaque
do.
or not.
Yeah, they
Do
do.
they? Yeah.
The Veterans Community of Election.
So here's the thing about that too. First of all, I don't believe that the writers should be responsible for inducting these people into the Hall of Fame because writers are nothing but pricks for these these beat writers and all this
Who's the
stuff.
one guy who didn't vote for Mariano Rivera? I thought he'd get
Well,
all of them.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason a player like Mariano Rivera should get any.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah,
There's no reason why he
there's
should
no
get
reason there
Definitely
should
not.
be one person that doesn't vote him
No,
on.
I agree.
And when that happens, they should revoke that person's voting privileges.
Yeah,
I think
Didn't
it's
they do that to Griffey? Didn't the one guy do it just
Yeah,
because they didn't
just
want him to
because.
have 100?
Exactly.
Who's gotten 100? Anybody?
no one's got 100.
They're gonna save that
him-
for like one person.
Tom Seaver was pretty close. I
Did you know
that.
why they won't have it'll never be 100? Because there's one writer from the team. That
Jeter.
guy was a
I
rival.
bet you Jeter's
no,
100.
but there'll be someone from Boston who doesn't put him on just
No, I think
because.
so. No, because I think what's his name is
Maz?
a writer, Maz, and he'll
There's a lot of writers.
Or it could have been something simple as that player was having a bad day that day and pissed that writer off with something he
well, that's
said,
why they.
you know?
That's why it took what's his face
So
so
nobody
long.
in the history of baseball has been 100% since
No,
Rivera's done it.
nothing.
Nobody ever has.
Who's the outfielder for the Red Sox back in the 80s? Jim Rice.
Yeah.
because he
should've
was.
been 100% too.
Yeah, he was not a friendly person with the
He wasn't
people.
a first time.
Jim
was he?
Rice?
No,
he's
no,
still
no,
in.
no. He was the last year possible.
That's why.
Did he get in?
Wait.
Yeah, he did. That's right. he
That's
did.
by
What
the
they're
skin
gonna
of
do
his
to
teeth.
Clemens, that's what they're gonna do to.
If it'd be a mockery if Clemens doesn't get in,
I agree.
or Souza, or McGuire. I don't care. Listen, everyone was doing steroids back then.
When you
It
don't
Exactly.
was
have
part of the
your own
game.
fault.
It's
When you
becoming
don't
more
have a
acceptable.
policy, it's your own fault.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
it. So
agree.
so what happened? So they revised the game. So back in the day, in the 1800s, they had certain rules. They had to tweak because these players were taking advantage of it. Just like in basketball, when they raised the net, or in baseball rather, when they raised the net, you moved the 3-point line.
But they
You know?
came up with the three. I mean,
Yeah.
the point line wasn't anything. Until
Yeah, that
the
was an ABA, yeah.
When they merged, they brought the 3.
So it's like, so you get to say that
and the shot clock,
Wilt
right?
Chamberlain got 100 points without the 3-point line, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's right.
So that's when they were like, all right, we need to make this a little more
And a shot
difficult.
clock.
Yeah.
There's no shot clock.
There's no
Yeah.
shot clock. So
Oh.
they added a shot clock. They put in the 3, and they put in the paint when they made it a penalty to be an offensive in the paint.
Oh, all those rules were. Oh, that.
Jesus.
So if
Wow.
you're, because Wilk did
I
it in
didn't
like the
realize
late
that.
50s, early 60s, and these rules were still being evolved.
Huh.
So here's the thing. So the reason you change the rules and you evolve the game is because people are becoming that much better. So now you have to keep it a challenge. Because if it was as easy as it was,
Brodeur.
everyone, yeah.
The Brodeur, that
Oh, for
trapezoid
yeah.
in the behind. That's
Yeah.
they call it Gretzky's office.
Yep.
Is now that whatever the hell that is because of Martin Brodeur. Because Martin Brodeur could play the puck like a regular player. He was like rifling passes to
Yeah.
people and stuff like that because he could play the puck like a regular defenseman.
Yeah.
And they didn't think it was fair.
Huh.
He was the only
Which
one who could do it. So they put the trapezoid. That's what it is.
Trapezoid, yeah.
Behind the net, and that's where the goalies can control the puck. That's it. Because he would go out to the corner and rifle it
And
up.
bat it out,
And
yeah.
It's just like, that's not fair.
And
Yeah.
the thing is, it's like, all right, so you evolve the game to make it more challenging. Otherwise, if you didn't evolve the game,
No, you
that's
shouldn't.
why Hall of Fame should be based on their era, not based on collectively.
Agreed.
So some guy called up the sports radio the other day and mentioned some guy's name who played in the 1890s. This guy has all the records. Like he has like the best. He pitched. He had 42 wins in a season in 1890.
Oh wow.
42 wins. All right. Now this guy would pitch every single game. He also was leading the batting average. He had the most wins and the highest batting average in baseball in 1890 something. Right.
Wow, was he like a distant relative? What the fuck? Who
Well,
cares?
but
What was the
but the
point
thing is,
of
this
this
guy
guy?
never made the Hall of Fame, and their justification was that they didn't really start the Hall of Fame people until the World Series era, which was in 1901. But there's still people like in the NFL,
That's-
for example,
yeah.
who are good football players back before the
Yeah.
Super Bowl era.
Well,
That's not their fault.
Like Green Bay.
Yeah.
How many world champions? How many NFL championships they win?
Yeah.
5, 6?
yeah.
Beforehand, yeah.
Beforehand.
And they've been around for 100 years.
So they got, what, 8?
The,
Total,
so,
really, in
for
NFL?
example, the Arizona Cardinals are the longest team right now without winning a championship. From winning a championship, right? So they won their last championship in 1934 when they were the Chicago Cardinals. But that was part of the NFL days before there was a whole the Super Bowl era. You know what I mean?
Most of
Most of
Montreal
Detroit's.
Stanley Cup is not
Oh, yeah.
in NHL.
Yeah. And Detroit Lions football wins. Those are all prior Super Bowl era.
Yeah, and that's not their fault. You know, and I hate when people are like, "Oh, well, the game." It's like, but those were the rules back in that day. So
Yeah.
you need to judge it by then. You know, it's not fair to be
Oh,
like,
so
you know,
it's-
Goes with songs and stuff. We're seeing that now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
With people getting offended over music from then. You
God,
got
Well,
talk about
well,
that
same
bullshit.
thing. You got to have the same
Yeah.
thinking from that time. That
Well,
same,
comics. Do you imagine All in the Family on TV now?
Nope.
Nope. Or Married
Well,
with Children.
Actually,
Married
All in the
with
Family
Children.
does exist on TV right now. It's
Yeah.
called Family Guy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's basically Family Guy.
Well,
Yeah.
10 times funnier.
If
Yeah.
it's
All in the Family was
animated, I've
funnier.
always said this. If it's animated, it's fine. It gets a pass. You ever notice that?
Yeah, because no one you can really blame.
Because
Yeah,
look,
you
look,
can't-
like Seth, like I watched the other day, like I'm watching some of the old ones, the glory days from 05 to like 07, 08 when Family Guy was really good, and like the thing I sent you guys
Yeah,
yesterday
yeah.
about the Chinese lady, like you can't, if he said that nowadays,
Right,
I mean
he
he can
could-
still get away with it because
Yeah.
it's Seth MacFarlane.
But, like,
And the
He
thing
makes
is,
fun of everybody. It's not, I guess it's not racist.
but you
Yeah,
have
it's include everybody.
so you have Meg on Family Guy says something that's controversial, right?
Yeah.
But Meg on Family Guy is what's her name, Mina Kunis.
Kunis.
So it's like, all right, so you put you can hide behind the character because it's
Exactly.
the character saying it, right?
I mean, that's exactly what Seth MacFarlane does.
Yeah,
you
because
can
it's
really-
like the characters on Family Guy are so stereotypical and racist. But like between Cleveland and like the friggin' cop with no legs, it's like, come on.
Yeah, or like Married with Children. If that thing's
Oh,
no
yeah.
way, could never happen today.
That's how I
Married with
learned about
Children. I love
sex.
Married
Happened
with
then?
Children. I love Married with Children.
I'm very shocked it happened then.
Yeah. Mario Children taught me about sex. I used to wonder why Al number one had sex with Peg.
It's because you've just been slamming the same one over and over again.
That's
It
what
made
happens
me
when you
fun.
get married.
Yeah.
Then I got older and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I go, I was so confused. Like I was like 7 years old. I was like, Al just wants to, Peg just wants to have sex all the time, but Al doesn't want it. I'm like, why?
Married life.
Someone once told me Adam, Married with Children, is the most realistic portrayal of marriage.
It's usually
Yeah.
the other way around though.
What the guy wants to do it all the time? Yeah.
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 Unless you can't perform.
That's why the guy gets a girlfriend on the side.
Maybe.
It's some dirty bartender, bar rat that sits there all the time, you know? Jesus.
But as we were talking about the game changing, Eric, I remember you wanted to hash this out about shifting in baseball.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
The
You're a
shifts.
moron
The
if you think
shift.
they should ban the shift.
I told you. I love how you.
Well, it's
everybody
tough for us
does
to-
this.
It's tough for us
You
to argue
pick
on a
things
thread about
out that I'm saying, but you're not listening to. I said they shouldn't completely ban
But
shifts.
that's,
No.
I'm just saying.
But like that photo I sent you, where like everybody is lined up
That's-
on that side. That is stupid.
I think that's hilarious.
I think you should be.
always-
because you could.
I keep moving it.
Do you know why that's hilarious? Because if you were a smart batter, right,
Yeah.
all you had to do was swing a little bit early, and that ball would go right down the third baseline, and you
Exactly.
get yourself an easy
Exactly.
double.
Or bunt it down
Or
that
punt
way
it, yes.
until they stop.
So-
Put it this way, there has never been a rule that says you can't take this
agree.
person and put them over there. The only person
should
that
be.
has to be where they have to be
It's the pitcher.
is the pitcher.
Yeah.
Exactly. But here's the thing: the defense.
I mean, yeah, the catcher could literally
Oh,
line
no,
up all the way.
I can't hit
No.
it to that way.
I know. I agree with you.
That's the
I agree with you.
pussification of America.
No, but here's the thing. Let me talk without being interrupted here. All right. So the defense is already at an advantage. The thing is, the hardest thing to do in any sport, and it's underestimated, is to hit a baseball. Right.
Yeah.
The defense is already at an advantage, whether you shift or not. But here's the thing: I'm not saying don't eliminate shifts. Whatever your side of the field you're on, you can move to wherever you want. So the nerds and their stats, like let's say there's a spot between third and second that says this batter is going to hit here. Fine. The shortstop and the third baseman, and even the infielder from left field can move in closer to that spot. Okay. Because if the batter is going to hit it there, at least then they might have to make a cool diving stop to get it. Plus, I want more offense. I do want more offense. I love a good pitcher's duel every once in a while, but I don't want to see constant pitcher's duels. So if you can just shift players and keep shifts only on the side of the field that you're playing, then I think it creates good defensive plays, cool offensive plays, and defensive plays. But like to have everybody, let's say on the left side, now shifting over to the right.
Well,
like
I see your point.
You know?
But what you're doing is the modern day batter is a lazy individual who doesn't know how to. That's why I like National League Baseball a little bit better than American League because National League it's more of a fundamental strategic way of playing the game. You do the small ball. It's all small. It's piecing the game together.
Yeah.
Whereas the American League is just hitting a home run, so the shift is very sub-high there. You get the guy who either hits a home run or he grounds out. That's
Yeah.
what it is, right? But in the National League, it's strategic. So this guy who's okay. So you're a National League batter. They shifted everyone to the right? Mm-hmm. A smart National League batter hits it to the left. That's why I think the National League, even though the offensive numbers aren't as high as the American League, the defensive and the strategy is more
Yes.
advanced.
Yeah.
Which is the more traditional way of playing baseball. is the National League.
Yeah.
The American League is nothing but a glorified NFL of offensive glorification of batters in offense.
And if you are going to shift, like, you know how they have, like, pieces of paper under the head? Like, if you know where to stand, fine.
I
But,
love
like,
that.
I think it's kind of weird how they have pieces of paper.
Because next they're going to
pulling
have
out
the
of hat.
wristbands. Next
Yeah,
they're
like
gonna
Brady.
catcher.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that.
Next, you're gonna have every player's
you know
gonna have, but that's smart though. Like,
Yeah.
There's no
like,
rules that say you can't bring a cheat sheet
There
out
aren't.
with you.
There
Put
aren't.
it this way, if I was going up there and I could only hit from second base to third base, if I could only hit in that area and they're moving everybody over there,
Yep.
I'm going to spend all of offseason trying to
That's
figure
right.
out how to put
Yeah.
it over that
Yeah.
way.
And
And
you
then they
should.
stop
Yeah.
it. It's you're taking, by eliminating the shift, you're taking.
No, I'm not
you're
saying
taking-
eliminate it
no, but
completely.
I know, but
I know. Yeah, I know. You want to put
you
restrictions.
Take,
I-
50, you're taking 50% of the game away.
Yeah.
Like, wherever your side of the field is, that's the kind of. I don't know about the center field. I haven't really come to a conclusion on that. But like, I feel like at wherever side of the field you play
But there's
on,
no.
shift wherever the
But
fuck
there's
you
no
want.
sport other than the only sport that has a designated position in which you have to stand is hockey.
Goalie.
In soccer with the goalie.
Yeah.
Every other sport, any position player can line up anywhere they want.
But we've always said
Lacrosse,
we
you have
can't
to-
really because
Where?
baseball.
Lacrosse is separate.
Well,
Lacrosse.
I'm talking about the major
Okay.
sports. Yeah, if you wanna
Baseball's
get
kind of
technical.
unique in its own way, though.
I mean, because
in a lot of
football,
ways.
as long as you have X amount of people on a line, you can line up the backfield any way you
that
want.
was my
Defense
next-
can do anything you want. I
Yeah.
mean, defense, you can have everyone off the line.
This was my next thing on shifts. I was mentioning it. I think we mentioned it in the Tuck place. That play with the Patriots, where from now on, I think why wouldn't they just put in 11 fast guys, right?
Yeah.
And right when the ball snapped, all 11 of them sprint back and
Yeah.
form a line from sideline to sideline at the 20.
You could.
And said, "Come on,
Yeah.
come
Make it
through
a
us."
wall.
Yeah, but your position is literal. Like you say, it's not, but it really is. Like you say, a third baseman has to play third base. You should still be within proximity.
But I think it's just a destination because technically a nose tackle doesn't have to line up on the.
But a left tackle does. A right tackle. All these positions,
Well,
that's
'cause
their
he's left
position.
and right of the nose.
Not
Yeah, but
necessarily.
a left tackle,
No,
if
no,
he's
no,
playing
no.
on the right side,
Nope.
isn't a left tackle.
Not
anymore.
necessarily. As long as the center's line up in the ball,
It's a
all the
tackle.
linemen can line up on the left-hand
Right
side.
and left
But-
tackles on the offense.
But
They
we've
don't-
also said you can't use other sports to gauge this because baseball is its own unique way. You said that in text. Baseball is its
Yeah,
own
but
unique
like so,
thing.
but in football, like for your example, you can have the center line up on the ball, and
Yeah.
all the linemen can line up to the left of him. No one says he has to have two people next to him.
But a first baseman's not going to play. Well, maybe in some.
Yes.
But a first baseman's not going to play catcher because he's not groomed for that.
what do you
Your
call him?
position is what you're groomed for.
Yeah, but
There are
what do
A
you
center
center
field
field?
is not gonna
There are
play.
plenty of catches
But
that
if you
play.
take,
I know, but
but
you
if
know
you
what I mean.
take
You're
the name,
groomed for a
if you
position.
take the name away and you just call him infielder number one, infielder number two,
Yeah.
then he won't have that designation. The only
Yeah,
reason
then
he's
do
called
that.
the only reason he's called first baseman is because he's near first base.
But as of right now, no,
The
that's their
second
position.
baseman plays nowhere near second base.
But the second, yeah, but he's covered. He has to cover that base under most
He
circumstances.
should be called a short field.
Him and the
then-
shortstop do too, though.
and it's like in
Short
soft
right,
field.
short field,
Baseball's
left
weird
field.
though. It's kind of hard to gauge that and say, well, this sport, the forward only can move this here, because baseball.
Because it's a
even the
game that's
defense
it's a
has
game
the
that's
ball.
evolved, but they
I-
didn't modify the
I
like
think
the
if you-
terminology.
Give me a better reasoning to get rid of the shift. Your reason to get rid of the shift is so more people get on base is just not enough. Because 50%
No,
of the
I didn't
game
say
is
that
to
was the
keep-
only reason.
No, that's what the thing is.
Oh, okay.
The whole thing is they want more people on base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. I go, well,
They wanna stay
why
the
don't you just
offense.
start somebody with run-ins at the corners.
And I think it create good defense too.
Whatever, great defense. But
It's like that
half
ru-
of the game
'cause you're still
is to keep
moving
a person
players.
off the base.
Would you
the-
remember that rule they just?
That's half the game.
But the defense is already an advantage. They have the ball. You think like you're catering to the hitter. You're not. The hardest thing to do in sports is hit a baseball. I think you're underestimating
Well, then
that.
how many no-hitters are there out there a year?
Actually, no
year
right
was
amount of
like
no-hitters is
5
still
maybe?
kind of a few.
A handful.
There's still
But
quite a
yeah,
few.
but how many teams and how many games you play? It's still a small percentage, I guess.
But
But
compared to what it used to be, I think it's kind of on the rise.
it's a little higher. But
Yeah.
but
I just don't think just because somebody can't do something, I don't think you should have to take away something.
I agree.
And you're
Yeah,
not because the defense is still an advantage, and you're still shifting players on that side of the
Well,
field. to that
what
nerve
about
If
the-
a guy
spot.
comes up and he can't
You
hit to
know?
the right side of the field, I'm putting everybody over.
what about the rule they had to put in the minor leagues because there was a switch hitter batter with a switch hitter pitcher, and they had to establish the rule because the guy came out and was pitching right, so the batter went righty, and then he
Well,
glove
there's-
off and he went lefty. Then the batter went
Well,
lefty.
no, there is a rule with
I don't
which
know
you
how
I
use
feel
two
about that
pitches.
exactly.
So the pitcher should be able to do that too.
Yeah.
Once you throw two pitches,
So they
whatever
changed
that
it.
second pitch is.
Well, they changed it for the pitcher because they kept going back and forth. It's a YouTube video. They're going back and forth for like 10 minutes, and no one pitched the ball. And they had to say wherever the pitcher lines up originally, he has to stay off that position for the batter.
That's different. Oh, you have to make a rule on that.
Yeah, but it's like why?
Yeah.
What is the original? The original on a switch hitter, it's two pitches, right?
No, I think you could go right over. I don't think you
My
have to
mind
wait
is
a
blown
pitch.
right
Oh,
now.
I always thought it was two
I think you literally could start righty and then the next pitch go lefty.
I think you can too.
I don't think anything. You can go back and forth, back and forth. The problem is then you're starting to deal if you're pitching, but if you have a switch pitcher, and then at that point the umpire gonna say pick a fucking position.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, all right.
How do you feel about that new rule in the minors where in extra innings there's the start and there's a runner at second?
I love that rule.
automatically?
Love that
Oh,
rule.
that's ridiculous.
You don't like
I'm
that?
okay
See,
with
I
it.
like that rule for the fact that it's like in college football where you get closer and closer. Every time you go back a little further. You go back a little further. Back.
Yeah.
So, because what happens is in baseball is you can go like that World Series game and went with 17 innings. Because at a certain point the players don't give a fuck anymore, and the game just becomes let's get this wrapped up and go home. Now, if you start a guy in second base, you already get a guy in scoring position. That's like starting the football like on the 40-yard line and giving yourself that short field. So you have an opportunity. But what they should do is if one team scores, which I guess it is because you get the away and the home. So your away team scores first. The home team has the chance to tie it or to lose.
Yeah.
Which just fits like football. It's not a bad rule.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see the statistics of how many games it cuts down because technically you
I
could
agree.
still have extra innings that going on. You know what I mean?
You know what would be cool too? How about this? Okay, when you go to extra innings, it doesn't follow the lineup. They can pick the 3 hitters that come up next.
Like
I would go with
Olympic
that.
hockey shootouts.
That'd be cool.
I like
Yeah.
that.
So it's like even if 3, 4, 5 just batted, well, we're in extra innings. 3, 4, 5 are going to bat again. Those are my best.
And you
hitters.
could bat those 3 guys over and over again if possible.
Let's say you wanted
No
9
batting order.
threes. That would be cool.
I like that.
No batting order, extra innings. I
Well,
like
how
that.
about after 9 innings, everyone's back active again?
Yeah,
So-
that'd be-
should
I
be
like
a thing,
that.
So
I
too.
like
restart.
that.
So now
That
your
should
starting
be.
pitcher can come out for the 10th.
that'd be
They
cool.
probably would do that, but
No,
I
but
get what
yeah,
you're
but
saying.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Like,
So it's
you
like
take,
restart.
Say you take out Big Poppy for base running in the
Yeah.
9th. You tie it up.
Yep.
Everyone's
You
He's
go
now
back
active
in the
again.
10th. Poppy
Yeah.
can
Now
hit
the
again.
only
No, I
like that too.
the only thing the purists wouldn't like about that is because it takes away the strategy of the game. But at that point,
I think it should be after a certain amount of extra.
maybe
innings.
or
agree, yeah.
13, 14 maybe.
Maybe.
or maybe there's only so after you have so many subs,
Every
you have to
3.
keep subbing out, but you only can do it once. So for example, say you pinch hit for Big Poppy, right? And now it's the 10th inning. The guy who pinch hit for him could switch back out, but you only can do it once. So Poppy can come back out and play the rest of the game, but that guy's
That's
done.
still bad. That's not bad. Yeah.
Because you still get because you have a strategy. Because once that guy,
One for one.
yeah, once that guy's been 1-1, he's done. Then he's out of the equation.
So
But you can bring
can't-
another guy back
You
in.
can't say Manny's off that. We're just using these are just players because off the top
Yeah.
of my head, Manny's off that day,
Yep.
and then you put Manny in for another guy, but you want to like you put somebody in for Poppy,
Yep.
but you want Poppy to come back in. Poppy's got to come in for the same guy.
That's right. Yes.
so
it's
you
it's a
can't
swap
like,
for swap.
You can't have say Manny hits for
Yeah.
Manny runs for Poppy, so Manny can get up the next inning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's an extra inning now. Well, if you want Ortiz to come in, you have to take out Manny.
You got to take out Manny.
Right?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Did I
Yes.
go?
Yeah.
Because that would give you a little bit more. It'll give you strategy because you have to still manage your lineup. I mean, a lot of games don't go past like the 12th inning, anyways. But
True.
still, at the same time, it gives you that offensive advantage where you don't have some scrub who's a AAA call up in September who's playing the 17th inning, pitching the game, who's a second baseman. But I mean, because you got to understand that Red Sox game that went to how many innings? If that was a regular season game, they wouldn't give a fuck.
No.
You know what I mean?
Never would have went that long.
No, it would have been
Somebody
done in
would've
the
gave it
12th.
up. They would've-
But it's the World Series. Would have went 17 innings,
Oh yeah.
and we're sitting here on the couch. You weren't here. I was.
No, you had your
yeah.
flight. You had your flight the next day. I remember. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
home, but I went to bed at like freaking 3
Yeah,
a.m.
you left them
for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's baseball.
What about say I was reading a statistic once that said like any team down after any team that's down 8 runs going into the 7th inning, there's less than a 1% chance they're going to win the game, which sounds about right.
Yep.
So would you say if a team is down 10 runs or more, there should be a mercy rule, like after 7, maybe the game just ends?
It could, but that would be on the other team saying, "Yeah, when it's forfeit."
Okay.
And maybe
I don't
it's
think
not.
our team would ever do that.
But
Yeah,
but maybe it's not counted as a loss. Maybe it's counted as like a tie. So you have an opportunity to withdraw because say, for example, say you're down by like 8. Right now you're just putting scrubs in. Now you're just wasting everyone's time.
Yeah.
So if you're the team that's losing, say you're like losing 2-20, which happened a couple years ago with Baltimore getting killed by some team, and you said, "Listen, all right, we'll pull out after the 7th inning," and it goes to the tie, which could make or break a team because the tie could screw up everything at the end of the day.
Well, it could actually work because let's say you're a team and you're actually in contention for the playoffs, right? But for some reason you're getting blown out. Maybe
Yep.
your team's just half-assing it that day. You know you're going to make the playoffs. You want to preserve your pitchers. You might
Yep.
say, you know what, we're getting our ass kicked. Let's haul it in,
We'll
boys.
take the loss. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
like,
take the loss.
we want to preserve our pitchers.
We'll
Yep.
take the tie. We'll get the half point.
Yeah,
I mean, there's 100 different ways to skin a cat.
yeah, I want to. Yeah,
I don't know. I think it'd be tough for baseball to come up with a point system.
definitely. But
Yeah, I mean, baseball would be.
it's fun to think about.
The point system is. I like point system in hockey because it's very unique.
So
Because-
it's has it, right?
Yeah, it's only point. And it's only been new probably like the last 20 years or something. The point system. But it's like, all right, so you get a point if you go into overtime, which is
I
cool.
always remember points as a kid, so maybe 30.
Maybe 30. Yeah, so you get you should get at least 1 point. So getting into overtime gives you something to play for.
Especially when you're like getting beat like 3-4-1,
Yeah.
and then
It makes you.
tied up.
Yeah,
You
it
go
makes you not want to
overtime,
sit.
still lose,
Yeah,
but at least you get the point.
exactly.
Gives you something to strive for.
Mm-hmm. Whereas like in football, it's like, all right, you get a tie. A tie will screw up your
Tie
entire
really
season.
fucking
Like the
screws up
Steelers
Oh,
right now.
God.
The Steelers season is fucked because of a tie.
Yeah.
And that actually tie may actually help Cleveland.
Yes, I mean that
That's
could.
so
I guess it
weird.
can help
It
you, actually.
possibly
so
could get
weird.
Cleveland into the playoff spot. I mean, in theory now, or we're thinking in theory, they're ethics right now.
That's what I was saying, if the Chiefs won or lost last week, lost or tied, I would have been really pissed that the Patriots lost. That the
Oh, yeah.
Patriots lost that way,
exactly.
because that would have been like they would have had the first seed. All they had to do was win. They would have the first seed because they would have had the same. Technically,
Yeah,
the what do you call it? Would have had less losses, but the tie.
the tie screws everything
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
It's I don't know. Baseball, sports. So you had some points. Was it
Oh.
points to ponder or no? Urban Dictionary.
We got some Urban Dictionary.
I like the
tonight,
picture
but-
of Bill Cosby you put there.
What?
Didn't you post a picture of Bill Cosby when you
I
said
did, yeah.
I'm born to go.
I did bring back two classics
Okay.
from quite a while ago.
Where the hell's he going?
I don't know where he's going.
You have a headache?
You have a headache?
Oh,
Oh.
he needs some
Well,
Motrin.
we do need another person. Yeah. Get back over here. This works better with 3 people. Jots up and walks away.
Yeah.
I know I've made people walk out before, but
It's like he's eating Advil like candy.
he's getting old. He's gonna be chasing girls around like the dance floor, like with that walk he does. Like, come here.
Everett Shuffle.
Yeah.
He's either gonna be chasing chicks around the dance floor or he's gonna be passed out.
Oh, that's true. It's catching up now.
Because you remember, you
Joey's
get
gonna be done by like midnight.
Bill Bailey make. I think he's gonna make dinner. That'll be it. Joey's going to bed after once the band starts. He's gonna be curled up in the,
Yeah,
the
is that-
fetal
is that-
position.
Is he actually gonna stay out?
I can't imagine.
There's a wedding and all, right?
I mean, it's till midnight. I don't think he's making.
Well, he's coming Friday, right? Obviously, he's got.
Should we have a pool when Joey goes to bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, we started there because he's probably listening.
Probably, yeah.
He'll listen to the show tomorrow.
That's true.
He's probably like, yeah. He's like, I want to make them win. He's like, I'll beat them all. Tommy's putting in midnight.
I think my prediction. It's a wedding. He's gonna fight it to the end.
Yeah.
I think we might have to put him to bed. Like he may pass
He's the
out.
wild
we may
card.
have to
Well,
put
when
him
he does drink, he does go into the dark side.
to bed.
He
I
does?
mean, I'm glad all his brothers and his mothers will be there, so they could put him to bed. But I
Yeah,
think
that's
he'll
true.
have to be put to bed.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna go the whole way.
He might start fighting Mikey.
Mikey, no. Mikey's gonna be. He's gonna be going to all the bridesmaids. That's they like to be tied up.
Oh God, that's right. Already. Yes, he is. You're choked.
Mikey was over here last night.
Oh God,
He had to use the computer. He was sitting there and brought me over some sushi that I had for lunch today.
he's to be choked, right?
He likes to. Yeah, he asked the girl if she likes to be choked.
He thinks they all do. He's like,
Mikey, that's his pickup line. Do you like to be choked?
Did he say it to the girl at the pizza place in Jacksonville?
Yeah, and you left.
I think that's what made me leave.
The mellow mushroom.
all right,
You're like, all right, I gotta go.
we're on
Okay.
to some Urban Dictionary.
So Urban Dictionary. Which being choke mean in Urban Dictionary? You know.
All right. So I'm going to ask, as usual, we like to educate people here.
Okay.
You know? And I'm going to ask you, give you a term. And I'm going to we'll start with one of you, and then we'll go to the other one. And whichever one of you comes up with the closest of what the term means gets the point. Even though we
Okay.
don't keep points, we're just fooling
Yeah.
around here. Okay. So we'll start with Arty. Arty, according to Urban Dictionary, what is the Midas touch?
The Midas touch. I think that's when you touch your penis onto a girl, and then she instantly has relations with you.
Very
So
interesting.
all you do is whip it out, and you tap her with it, and she's like, "Ooh."
Okay. Eric, what do you think the Midas touch is, according to Urban Dictionary?
Making her
Wait.
come with one push.
It's the way you get your
Come
muffler
twick,
fixed.
quick.
Well,
Quick.
this is
With your
actually not a
fingers or
sexual
anything?
thing.
Oh.
I will
Getting
say
my
that.
muffler.
Why did we go? I forgot it didn't
Yeah,
have
it could
to
be
all-
anything. It could
Why'd
be
we both
dirty.
go sexual?
I know.
I know you both went
I'm
Midas
sexual.
touch, brake pads.
I'm getting my muffler fixed.
The Midas touch, according to Urban Dictionary, is the accidental tipping of a finger with poo when wiping one's butt after dumping.
Ooh,
Why would that be the Midas touch? The Midas touch.
Oil, I don't know.
But the Midas touch is
I
supposed
don't
to be
write
good.
these.
No, I know. I'm not asking you. I'm just.
do you know I do that on a daily basis? I rip through toilet paper like
You
it's
get your
like
fill
the
of all your
Midas-
finger.
The Midas touch sounds like it would be something good.
Didn't you get it in your nails? You ever get it in your you get your own feet?
I'm sure it's
in your nails?
happened. I just can't think. I'm sure it's happened.
God.
All right.
Then you eat your nails later. You're like, oh, it tastes a little gamey.
I wash my.
You can't get on the
hands,
nails
that's
though.
right,
It's like,
According to Urban Dictionary, what is a Frosty the Snowman? Eric.
it's gonna go sexual.
Maybe it is.
Frosty.
I will say, you know what? I will say whether it is or not. Maybe I can, because a lot of these I can't.
It could be anything.
I can't put a lot of these into a sentence, but I can say if they're sexual. I will say this is definitely sexual.
Okay. Frosty the Snowman.
Rubbing ice on your junk and then putting it in her.
It's when Susie falls asleep half naked in a bed with her
mother's here.
with a winter hat on,
Huh.
like she did in Nashville. We called her Snowman Susie.
Oh yeah, we did.
Okay.
I thought he was going so bad.
Technically, Arty wins because it involves a hat. So that's closer.
There you go.
But okay, so a Frosty the Snowman is a game where you get 4 of your friends, mostly guys or girls, who can squirt, where you all jerk off into a hat, and the last person to come, or the person who can't, has to put the hat on, resembling a melted snowman.
Ew. That's worse than the cookie.
I made him walk away.
I think he's gonna throw up. First of all, here's the thing about
Eric Powers.
Here's the thing I want to know about that, right? You could maybe convince one friend, but how do you convince multiple friends?
Yeah.
And what's the end game?
That's a lot of drugs. Yeah.
Oh my god. Ew.
All right, I got one here. That's
I don't even think it would be able. I think it would be dried by the time you put the hat on, or get soaked into like the netting, and you can't wash it. Oh, gross.
Okay, this one I'm just going to throw right now before he comes back because we know what it means, but it's just that the definition for it in Urban Dictionary is hilarious. So, bukkake.
Ooh, bukkake. Yeah,
It's a simple one, it's when you, but according to Urban Dictionary, bukkake is when a mommy and a daddy 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 all decide that mommy needs some special face cream moisturizer.
Oh, that's a lady who likes to be entertained.
Yes. We'll wait for Eric to come back for the rest.
Frosty the Snowman is disturbing.
Yes. He's not getting away with
I think you disturbed him.
I don't think so.
It takes a lot to disturb him.
And he's back. That's a lie. Dude, I've heard you say much worse.
I always explain to him, like, how do you get multiple people involved?
It's the thought, like I'm glad I didn't ask you to give it a definition because I probably would have got it with the definition.
Yeah,
no way.
A lot of these
me and my buddies got around and did a Frosty Snowman. I would have said circle jerk right there.
Like a guy's just hanging out and be like, hey,
hey guys, let's all get together.
I have a hat here.
It's a fun game we
Put
could
it this
play.
way, I would not have any friends left if they were all like, let's do this.
Or you'd have a lot closer.
There would be
friends.
no situation where you guys could ever convince me to do that.
There's no situation.
Nothing. I can't even think of like even if it was like
how much money?
Adam's gonna die tomorrow if we don't do this. I'm like, you know what?
The
it was nice knowing
could
him.
be the one laying there. The
Yeah.
could just be in there. And no, it's next.
Nope.
All right, next. So, Arty, according to Urban Dictionary, what is a Bosnian seesaw?
Sexual, not sexual.
Sexual.
Okay. Bosnian seesaw, huh? Does that have something to do with slavery, maybe? Because the Bosnians were enslaved, I think, right? After the Gulf War?
No.
No. Maybe, I don't know. Because Bosnian girls are typically really tall. Maybe it has something to do with,
I will say, like I said, I don't write these. I will
Yeah.
say that I don't... I guess I kind of get it a little.
Maybe it's
but
like
it doesn't
treating your
look a lot.
penis like a pole vault.
Okay.
Bosnian seesaw?
It is the land of the heart shape, Bosnia, they say. It's shaped like a heart, the country.
Bosnian seesaw.
That was my nickname in high school.
I'm trying to think of what a seesaw is.
It was up and down.
But I'm trying to...
Up and down. 2 people on each side. Group sex, perhaps.
Is that like orgasm and on both ends, heads and toes?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you did say, on both ends here.
Oh.
Do I win because I
that's
said both
closer.
ends?
So, yeah. Arty, you did say it, but you didn't say it officially for your answer. You said both sides. So here's the thing: it's when a man needs to pleasure 2 females at once. So he puts a
I was gonna
strap.
say threesome.
He puts a strap on backwards and thrusts back and forth.
I want to try that.
Bent over in front and behind him.
Why is it Bosnian though?
I don't know. That's just
Well,
Yeah, but-
no, I know. No, I'm not. I mean,
All right.
that's a question for all.
Let
Why
me ask you a
Bosnian?
question, right? Here
I
you go.
want to try that.
Okay, that's fun and dandy already.
Hey, do you think
But what-
somebody at the wedding will do a Bosnian seesaw? We need to get a strap on.
But what's the pleasure you getting the other girl behind?
Because she's getting the. I
Well,
mean, the
she's got,
strap.
he has a strap on. It's
Dude,
strapped
do
on
I
his
have
back.
to? Am I
So he's
on
going back and
camera?
forth.
Am I on the camera?
Yeah, but
he's doing this.
I understand.
Don't pantomime it like you're looking at me.
But he's not getting any feeling from the back thrust.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter.
From
You're
the
still
front
pleasuring the
thrust, it
girl.
might be.
It's like wearing a wig.
It doesn't matter. You still got to pleasure 2 girls at once, Arty. Arty's obviously never done that before.
Doesn't he have a hand?
Why? When you could do something as cool as the Bosnian seesaw, that sounds awesome.
That sounds like a sports team.
Eric sold that.
Oh my God! I can't wait to find
Bosnian
2 people to do it
seesaws.
with.
If you could convince 2 people to do that, I would be
Oh, that's it.
fascinated. I want to meet these people.
Challenge accepted.
I want to be like, so you let him do, and then do they swap at some point?
Probably.
So you let him do that?
Bosnia. Well, but now I'm more interested in why it's called Bosnian.
Yeah, I'm a little
It's
concerned.
not the seesaw.
I don't know. I don't know. But
Well.
It doesn't have so it doesn't definition why Bosnian or anything.
that's all it is. That's all it says. All right. So,
All right.
no,
Well,
Eric,
All right.
according to Urban Dictionary, what is the Kennebunkport surprise?
All right. So Maine. Sexual.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
does that have something to do with George Bush?
No.
Kitty Bunkport special. Is that what you said?
No, it doesn't have to do with George Bush.
Kitty Bunkport special.
Kennebunkport
Surprise.
Surprise.
Oh, I think I have an idea. Okay, it's
Oh,
Maine.
she tells you she's your cousin in the morning.
Oh, you took my answer. I was gonna say you find out that the girl you bang is
It's
related
more
to.
like a cousin thing, like a southern thing, though. No, I wouldn't say Kennebunkport.
I don't know.
That's
Maine's
around
pretty.
here. It is, but
All right, that was my phone. That's so yes.
Maybe. Maybe find out the girl you're having sex with is a guy.
no. Well, according to Urban Dictionary, the Kennebunkport surprise is secretly, sneakily, the male fills his mouth to near bursting with New England clam chowder. Then, while performing cunnilingus on a woman, he simultaneously punches both cheeks, thus blowing the clam chowder up the woman's vagina.
Sounds like a health code violation. Why?
What?
Who is that pleasuring? I don't. Exactly, Tommy.
I think I'm speechless.
Noah's like, what the hell is that? What at what point, right? I mean, I understand the clam
But
chowder.
would there be some chowder there while I'm cutting link?
But
Some
what?
people are into things.
Why would you waste chowder like that?
I know it could be
why would
if
you
it's
waste so
great
much
New England clam chowder. Why would you? It's a blasphemy, isn't it?
Kitty,
And you just go.
No, you got to use your cheeks to.
like Jim Belushi.
Wait a minute. How do you get the potato through the teeth?
Ugh.
Just clog up like.
You hit your own cheeks to burst it
When
in.
you smash your cheeks together, it's
I see.
it's up.
All right, here's a classic, Artie, that we're bringing this one back. According to Urban Dictionary, what
Alex Wallace is surprised you haven't done it yet.
What, the Kitty Bunkport surprise? I'd be more surprised that I didn't do the seesaw. Bosnian seesaw.
Artie, according to Urban Dictionary, what is the Cosby sweater?
Oh, you said this one before.
Yeah. brought back a classic.
Cosby sweater. I feel like that's when you date rape a girl.
No, you take her over, you
That's
throw
what
up
it
on her
should be.
chest, right? You throw up on her. You eat Fruity Pebbles or something?
Close.
Oh,
It's the sexual
yeah.
act of eating Fruit Loops, Fruity Pebbles,
Loops.
Trix, and Boo Berry or any other bright-colored breakfast cereals, and then vomiting the tacky, dazzling mixture onto your partner's chest.
Yeah.
The result should look similar to the incredible sweaters that Bill Cosby wore during his
Gotcha.
highly successful 80s sitcom
Sometimes you gotta go
Cosby
give
Show.
the drink to the girl
And
and she
that's
goes.
where you had the
"Oh."
Cosby face.
That's
Look
right.
at that. Oh, look at you.
Yeah, see, it was, yeah.
Your brother says all you gotta do is take the teeth out, and then you can blow it right through your lips.
Who said that?
Your brother.
My brother's listening?
Yeah. What a crap.
Cosby sweater.
Cosby sweater.
Eric, according to,
Yeah.
according to Urban
Rick's
Dictionary,
probably done the freaking
Wow, I wouldn't be surprised.
sweater.
Yeah.
according to Urban
no, the Kitty
Dictionary,
Bunkport.
Kitty Bunkport
surprise.
special.
What is franking?
Franken, huh?
Franking.
Sexual?
I'm gonna say no.
No.
It's no. No.
I think it's when you're.
Use it in a
It's still
sentence?
gross, but no.
I think it's being a twin and swapping identities with your other twin, like at the
Franken.
McCourty brothers. And you pretend to be Devin, but you're really the other one. Dustin. Is it Dustin?
Licking a frog?
According to Urban Dictionary, frolicking is someone who farts in the bathtub and bites the bubbles.
Ooh.
My brother definitely did that. I know that.
I gotta say that's impressive if you can actually do that, because those bubbles pop quite quickly.
Oh,
Try to get him. Oh,
Bite that.
God. That's worse than freaking Frosty Surprise there. Frosty.
Who
Frosty
does that?
Snowman.
Has anyone done that before?
Somebody had to come up with a name for it.
Like someone was sitting in a bathtub one day. First of all, I haven't taken a bath since I was probably like 9 years old.
yeah.
Because you literally bathe in your own
Yeah,
filth.
you are. You see the water
what I
turns
used
color.
To do,
and
I
it
wanted
gets
to take a
gross.
bath. When I was taking a bath, like when my muscles were sore, I take a shower, clean myself off, and then you fill the tub up and you sit there for a minute. If you want to soak in the tub. That's what
And then the water gets cold, and when you get out,
Yeah,
you
that's
start
when you
getting
get out.
shivers. I've been hammered and sat in the bathtub while the shower was on. If does that count?
I've done that. Nah.
No water
Oh,
required.
you're sleeping.
Actually, I did wake up in a bathtub once in Montreal with just a pillow.
Bathtubs are comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, it kept my body intact.
There you go.
You know?
Intact.
But then I woke up, and you know how I skeeve?
Yeah.
I was freaking out.
Maybe if you lay a towel down
I was
there,
naked.
Oh, God, even that.
I don't know how I got naked. I think I was
You
afraid.
undressed. Took your clothes off. That's how you get
Maybe. I always thought some magical woman
Get
came
another
in.
Oh, I got like 4 more. They're really good. All right. Arty, according to Urban Dictionary, what is the Tallahassee gas mask?
Oh,
Oh God!
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
think I know what that
say it's Tallahassee gas.
sexual?
No.
I'm gonna say it has to do with farting. I'm gonna say it's more like it's kind of like the Dutch oven, but you do it in a car and you roll the windows up.
Tallahassee face mask?
Mm-hmm. Gas mask.
Gas mask?
Farting in the car and rolling the windows up.
No, that's when you sit on a person's face and fart.
No, according to Arty would be it's closer, but
Closer?
you're both not. Like so, according to Urban Dictionary, the Tallahassee gas mask is
My
when
nickname
one
in high
splatter
school.
farts into a hotel provided shower cap and sneaks up behind a loved one and pulls it around their face like a gas mask.
I gotta.
Hey, Suze,
It could happen
every
this
time you check into a hotel room, throw away
Shower
the shower cap. That's the first thing I'm doing
Actually,
tomorrow.
I get a shower cap in the bathroom. You
That's
guys want
the
to try
first
this?
thing I am doing tomorrow when I walk into that hotel room.
Oh, if you don't do it, I'm gonna do it to you.
I am throwing that thing away. Artie,
I'll do it and I'll
Artie,
tie
if
it
we
off,
go into a hotel
and then
room
I'll
on
pop it
Friday-
in front of him.
I totally forgot you had to stay with me because you'll get married. If you do that to me, I'm leaving.
Last time, me
That
and
spot
Eric,
right there.
Eric shared a room. We slept in the same bed, naked together.
Cuddle.
It was.
I'm definitely throwing
it was in
I slept in
Malden.
the same bed as you in Florida. I didn't feel like I did.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, in Jacksonville.
Yeah, we did.
Didn't like 3 of you sleep in the same bed?
No.
How many were there? 6 of us. Oh, Maddie liked the floor for some reason.
No,
That was-
Maddie
yeah, he
stayed
did.
in a chair.
That's
Maddie
right.
stayed
Yeah.
on the edge of the chair.
I would
yeah.
have not known
That
you were in
day.
the bed next to me, believe it or not, that whole time. I slept in the same bed right
There was
next to
2
you.
beds.
I was
So
humping
one,
him.
Joey and Maddie probably. Joey and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike slept in one.
Yeah.
'Cause they're
You didn't. You
brothers.
didn't feel me spooning you at the crack of dawn.
Could have. I was completely out. I was completely.
All I could smell was that. What happened?
Aw.
I know. I like to be spooned. All I can remember,
I got my hand between 2 warm pillows.
I was like, Adam, why are you bringing bananas to bed for?
Seriously, guys. If we didn't learn anything today, we learned if we're ever with Artie somewhere, throw away the shower cap.
That's right. And don't sleep naked with me, because I'll tell everyone for the rest of your
I
life.
didn't sleep. I don't sleep
On a
naked
pull-
by myself.
And Eric whispered to me, he's like, this couch pulls out, but I don't.
I still can't believe I slept on that couch, and then months later, I
You had relations with a girl upstairs.
All right, what is?
That was 2 L's.
All right, according to Urban Dictionary, Artie, what is a suicide wank?
That's when you have the oh I know what it is. It's those people that tie like the rope around the neck to almost suffocate themselves while they're pleasuring themselves, but they go all the way and they kill themselves.
like the guy
Auto
from
Association.
InXS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with that
You-
too.
you-
You know what to do?
boom.
Actually, a suicide wank is when you're having a wank, just before you release the load, you yell "mom" or "dad," then try to finish the job before they get into your room.
That's
That's borderline psychotic. That's odd.
I don't write these people.
And what happens when they get into the room?
Well, that's the thing. It's a suicide. You don't want them seeing that. So
Yeah.
it feels like suicide. You don't want them.
It's a little traumatic.
that's
Especially when you
that
spend
calls for an ass whipping. If my kid calls me into the room and I come in and they go like this, they cover like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Why were you jerking off?"
I'd probably punch him.
I would beat my
Yeah.
kid.
I would.
Well,
I
I
would
just don't want to see it. I mean, I'm assuming they are.
I would literally.
Well,
call,
not if they yell my name.
I would bring him to a psych ward. I'd be like, I think there's something
exactly.
fucking something.
You,
wrong
Frosty and the Snowman, with your buddies.
All right, Eric, this one's for you. You're gonna love this. Actually, there's two. I got two left. Both of them are very filthy. So,
Ooh.
what is it? According to Urban Dictionary, what is a spastic eagle? Eric, take it away.
Spastic eagle. Some
Sexual,
crazy,
obviously.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
mega.
some crazy person from Boston College.
Spastic eagle. Is that when you lay her on her face, spread eagle, and then say her sister's better?
Oh, you know what I think? I think it's when you spread your ass cheeks on her nose.
No, I don't know who to pick for you guys because they're both really good. But a spastic eagle, according to Urban Dictionary, is when a person receives anal, gives head, and gives two hand jobs at the same time. If you can picture that in your head in arm movements, you'll understand why it was given the name. Spastic
Okay, hold on.
eagle.
She gives.
So
So,
she's
so it's
taking
a
it-
dude.
No, she.
She is. So
Officially,
she wishes she's
uncomfortable.
taking anal.
Yeah, so she's obviously in a squatting position.
Okay.
She's doing two hand jobs, and so she looks like a spastic eagle.
Now, what is it called when she does the fifecta?
That was the five-factor.
Well, she's taking anal, and then she's taking frontal, giving a blowy, and then giving
I
two
didn't say
hand
anything
jobs.
about front.
Like, what's that called? The
know
holy,
what that-
the Holy Trinity?
We just created a whole new one there.
Because that's like that's a lot of, that is a lot of like coordination. Yeah,
It is, but it would look like a spastic eagle.
it's pretty impressive. Though.
It is.
I may have seen. I
That's
may,
more impressive than the Bosnian seesaw.
may have seen that before.
And lastly, Arty, what is an Alaskan pipeline?
Oh, that's when you shit in a condom, you freeze it, and you fuck them with it.
Yeah, that's something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you know why?
He knows that one.
Do you know what a hot cow is?
What is it?
Was that
when
the
you-
first time
it's when you-
someone's nailed it?
It's when you.
No. Oh no, we had a few guests that were
Yeah,
like,
we had some weird people.
that,
Oh,
like,
Costa.
knew
I know Costa
hit
hit them all, didn't he?
everything.
A hot cow is when you shit in a sock and you smack him in the face with it.
Didn't Anthony Costa hit all those
Yeah,
one day?
yeah. And then the person walked out.
Oh yeah, but he didn't get them. He didn't get them.
He was singing a
You
song
must have
about.
said that. Did you say that Alaskan one before? Because he knew that. I've heard him say
Oh, I
that.
used to say that back in the day at Finish
I
Line.
don't think I might have, but I don't think so.
I came up the hot cow and then the hot collar is when you take out a used tampon and smack someone in the face with it. How's that for your appetite there, Adam?
It's a good way to end it right there.
Adam, who has you had gum surgery
I
because you had a
did.
receding gum line,
Yeah.
Hey, where you going?
so your gums and your hair had something in common.
It's true.
They're
right?
all trying to.
But I can
recede
save
from-
one of them at least.
That's
so,
true, right?
I know, right?
You can go to that hair club thing that they advertise on the radio all the time.
Oh god, you know how expensive it is.
Dr. David, where they transport hair from your back and put it on your head.
But when they're saying like $1,000 off coupon, what does that tell you how
Yeah, oh,
expensive
yeah.
it really is? When they can take $1,000 off and it's nothing, so screw that.
I could do it for you. Let's one of these days I'll try to transplant some of your hair.
I mean, this is only like $260. That's not bad.
Like the guy who can transport the hair.
You're willing to transport my hair?
And just
for me.
think, if you took some
You
of
just totally forgot. You didn't let him say that. You didn't even say anything. He was talking about taking your ball hair.
yeah, then all of a
And he's
sudden,
gonna do it for me.
yeah, then all of a sudden you have like a little frill. You look like Adam Sandler. All of a sudden,
God.
you have patches of nappy curly hair.
At least it's still hair.
Bar mitzvah ball.
Let's get some straightening for that. Fine. If it's gonna give me more hair,
Jesus,
fine.
I took that fucking song out of my head.
You want some of mine?
Look at that. Look at
The
just,
Asian
just
gene.
rubbing his the Asian. Yeah, never seen a bald Asian.
Should have saw.
I've seen like two in my whole life. It's
Yeah,
rare.
but they bald by choice or bald by
question.
genetics?
It's a question.
Because they get that fine hair. Even the women have that. Like what? So in Asia, do they have one haircut? Just the regular? The women
some
for
of
the
them
women
bang,
and the
some of them
men?
don't. Some of them.
Oh.
No.
Bar mitzvah
Eric, what about the Asian side of your family?
I don't know them.
Oh, you should.
His Asianness is like my mother being American Indian.
Probably.
There's no
but I like
generic.
to pretend he is.
It's a story. Like my mother said, everyone has a little bit of Indian in them.
My hair's
Eric says a little bit has a little
You
Asian.
have a
in 'em.
little African in us.
my hair's
Oh,
like
that's
growing
fair.
back
That's a
slower.
fact.
Man comes from Africa.
Man comes from Africa. Put that on a T-shirt.
There you go.
So every time people be like, "You racist," be like, "No, I'm one of you. I'm you."
What?
Yeah, if a black guy tries to say you're racist, be like, "No, I'm you,"
Oh.
because we all come from
We
Africa.
all come from Africa. We're all brothers.
Yeah, we're all brothers from different mothers.
Brothers from different mothers.
That's right. We just
Oh boy, they're winding up.
looks like they're gonna have sex on your lap.
They have cunnilingus.
Cujo when he does that.
They have coitus.
Tommy
Tommy's a
was a little fuck it today.
Oh God, he got
Wait,
all
dude.
kinds of stuff.
I was teasing off my pizza, and he literally jumped in the air. He left the ground, snatched it from my hand, and ate it in 3 bites.
Well, you were teasing him, so that's what you
Well, I
get.
didn't think he was gonna.
He's like, ooh,
That's what you get. You've had this song how long? And that's your
Yeah,
it's a
but
surprise to you?
usually I can pull back
He
fast
does it,
enough, and
he
he.
goes up. And the thing is, you looked at me. He saw you look at me, and that's when he jumped up.
He did the head fake. Like he did that, like the basketball head fake. He head faked, and I was like, and then he got me. I was like, oh. And then he stole a chicken finger from me.
He's quick.
He is.
He's deceiving.
Oh, sleepy. Look at her eyes.
He could survive, I think, if he was set out. He could figure out how to get food.
Oh, yeah, he wouldn't have a problem eating out of a dumpster. I don't think. He would screw it.
I think he would.
He wouldn't care.
You wouldn't be able to get him out of the dumpster.
He wouldn't care.
He'd be like, the food comes to me. Why am I leaving this place?
I know, he wouldn't care.
Someone comes here every day and throws a bag of treats at him.
Yeah,
Where am I
fuck,
going?
sure.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't give a fuck at all.
He just gave me a look like, shut the fuck up, buddy.
He's like, hey, I live in a dumpster. His profession would be a garbage man. You know? Nola, on the other hand, I don't think would survive. She's very schizophrenic.
Oh, sleepy. Yeah, you're sleepy.
Being a garbage man.
She had a rough day, you know, hanging out.
They're paid well, garbage men. But
Very
like,
well.
The thought of picking up a bag, it could be a syringe that sticks. I don't know what the hell.
But they don't do it anymore. Now every garbage truck has a little arm, and the guy just has to make the arm grab it and put it in there. Every city's converting to those special bins. Do you have those bins in Woburn?
I don't even look. I just throw my trash outside.
Oh.
No.
They're usually not there. They're usually not there yet by the time I leave for
You
work.
don't have, but you don't have to put it in a special barrel that has the flap on the top.
The little big blue barrel.
Big
We
blue?
have barrels,
Green.
but yeah, we have barrels.
But are they
have it
are they
itself.
given by the city of Woburn?
I think that's
No, not by the city
Wakefield
of
has
Woburn.
them. The one big
Lynn
blue.
Revere has them too. Yeah.
We don't. It's all Boston. We still put barrels outside.
Yeah, I just put barrels.
Do you have
Our
a problem?
recycling is.
Yeah, recycling.
Oh.
Yeah, recycling. Yeah.
Yeah, they look like the recycling
They're
ones.
doing the same thing with recycling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Revere has a yellow lid and it has like a black lid. One's recycling, one's garbage.
I do not recycle.
I don't. Who fucking has time
Garbage.
for that?
Right, Nola? Garbage.
Who has time to recycle these days?
All right.
Well, recycling's a scam.
Oh,
They say
here we
only
go.
like 5% of everything.
That
that's
sounds like a
recycled
hot-
is actually recycled.
That's a hot take right there.
In Wakefield,
Recycling's
they-
a scam.
There's like certain plastic cups they won't even take now.
Well, they don't take plastic bags because of streamlined recycling, because it gets clogged into the organisms. Do you ever watch a YouTube video of streamlined recycling? It'll blow your mind.
Well, your clothes when you donate them in the bin end up in China being sold on the street.
Listen, my 9-year-old in Pittsburgh probably ended up in China being sold on the street.
How dare you talk blasphemy?
Listen, we had to keep an opening spot in your table just in case. And guess
I
who's coming to dinner?
Oh, God, that'd be hilarious. Hey, little guy.
Bob Matthews.
What?
What?
They're trying to say three names at once.
Barmatthew. I've been actually.
Bartholomew?
I don't know.
That's what I'm.
Bartholomew.
Say it again.
Bartholomew.
That's all right. I have my word. I can't
Bartholomew.
say.
I can't say that name. Bartholomew.
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 So
Better.
Bartholomew.
Sunday, I don't know if I'm.
Not moth.
There's
Bartholomew.
some words that I can't like. I could say them.
Yeah.
And, like
Yeah.
I couldn't spell it. Like I was trying to spell a word, so I tried to use voice thing, and I couldn't fucking say it.
Yeah, I have trouble. We were talking about this
I was
last
trying to say
Peculiar.
strategic. And I was
Yes.
having trouble spelling it for some reason. So I'm like, oh, let me just do voice thing. I'm like, strategic.
Yeah, it's like you almost have a minor stroke in your head.
Yeah.
Me too. Certain words, I'll sit there like dumbfounded, staring at the computer screen, trying to figure out a word.
Yeah,
Thank God for Google.
Strategic.
Do you know how many times I type something in Google that's kind of there, and I can kind of find my way there?
It'll guide you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Like,
peculiar.
unfortunately, I couldn't tell you how to spell unfortunately. I spelled unfortunately so bad that sometimes spell check can't even pick it up.
I hate when that happens. It's embarrassing.
I'm like, wow, I spelled it that bad.
For
It's
some
like-
reason, for the longest time, I can't spell familiar.
Really?
Yeah, it's like,
I think it's F-I-I-R-I-M-L-E.
but you spell it so bad, spell check's like, oh, fuck
Yeah,
it,
oh,
no.
what are you
Like,
talking
Yeah,
what the
simultaneously, that was my word. When I couldn't
Yeah.
spell correctly, it would be horrible.
fuck? Unfortunately, is a constant in my. And I was like, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm close to it. Spell check, help me out here.
Yeah. Nope.
But Google will though.
Yeah.
Google's pretty good.
It's like peculiar.
Peculiar.
I can't say that word. It's not my, that's my word. Peculiar.
Peculiar.
Peculiar is one of those words where you say it so much, this is not a word anymore.
Yeah.
Peculiar.
I can't say that
Peculiar, I
word.
can't even say it.
How peculiar. How peculiar.
I can't say it. Peculiar. Whatever. Fuck it.
So what's tonight? Wednesday?
It's Wednesday.
So you going to casino tomorrow?
No, I'm not gonna be till Saturday.
Oh, we won't see you till Saturday.
Let's see me till Saturday, buddy.
Ah. I'm gonna hang out next to Eric
'Cause I
at,
gotta
the,
work.
at the roulette table because I'm his lucky. I'm his little fucking lucky charm.
I gotta work. Yeah.
Maybe. Imagine Susie hits a big and just doesn't show up to the wedding.
She's like, I don't need you.
She hits like a fucking $1.5 million and she's like, peace out.
Peace
That's why I
out.
say we should all play the
White
progressive
boy.
slots.
I wonder if you play the progressive slots, like the bank of them.
Yeah.
I mean, it must increase your odds. If we all go in and be like, hey, listen, this is the deal.
Barely.
We split.
Well, no, the progressive slots, those are with Aren't there other casinos too?
Yeah.
It's just not right there.
No, like for example, Vegas.
Game.
Yeah.
Vegas too, right? Am I right or am I?
Yeah,
being
no,
shit
you're
up?
right. Then in Vegas is a progressive slot. One of the casinos. It's a car you win, and that car is all like say it's like Caesars. It's all the Caesars around the country.
Yeah.
But I mean, still, it's still you're going against the computer. The odds of winning is still slim to none.
So when do you head to the hotel?
Tomorrow,
You head tomorrow.
we go to Foxwoods, then we go in the hotel on Friday, and
Going
Saturday.
tomorrow. Me, you, her. That.
Yeah. No, my parents are going to Foxwoods. Yeah, the whole bridal party.
Woo! I got an
Boy.
early start, huh?
Eric. Just
Eric's
Jerry?
he's gonna start.
Don't listen to this, Sherry.
start planting seeds. Not literally.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's
like
gonna start claiming his.
Going. That's right.
dibs.
Hey, well,
Dibs.
Sometimes
maybe I could get one at Foxwoods and one at the wedding. That'd be.
Sometimes he gets
talent.
very passive aggressive though. He's very frontal when he gets sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like at the
different area.
like at the Kid Rock
That was
concert.
just I got
I didn't witness that.
Kid Rock. Kid Rock just got me going. I get going.
Kid Rock. He was like Bill Cosby.
What, he's slipping him things?
I was.
He's in the crowd. Here you go.
I
What
rocked
for you?
out.
Because
What
I
What
was
for
some
you?
he sat in front of a KFC / Taco Bell at
Thought it was
the
Kevin.
casino, and he just stood there and he's like, and he kept telling people, "Do you believe you can get KFC and Taco Bell at the same time?" He was asking like 100 people, and they're like, "Oh, like, what the
Going down.
fuck?"
There's a video. There's a picture of me going.
Oh man.
It was like it's like 1:00 in the morning at Twin Rivers, and like at this point he's just staring at it. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? He's like, dude, but I can order a taco and a drumstick at the same time, and he was like, he couldn't wrap his mind around the whole concept of it.
I could get nachos and mashed potatoes.
And this was news to you?
He was just very
just mad
fascinated
fucked
by it.
up.
They didn't have to go to two separate lines.
Hey,
He could just do it
cookie,
once.
We smoked a joint. I had my dog was so high too.
Well, shit.
I dream about that place sometimes.
If you were a millionaire, would you open up your own / Taco Bell / KFC in your backyard? You
No,
just-
I probably wouldn't eat it anymore.
Right?
It's like readily available anytime you want.
Pretty much.
You know, it's like the cheese plate on a cruise ship. I can
Go
only
to
eat that
it
for
is
5
most of the-
nights.
You know, the journey is most of the.
Yeah, is that what it
fun.
is? Is the excitement? I guess so. If I could make my own roast beef
I mean,
sandwich,
if
I
Howard
probably would
Kumar
eat
had a
those.
White Castle in their backyard, there'd be no movie.
That's true.
That's true.
Like when it was like North Shore roast beefs. If I had if I could make that myself, I probably wouldn't like them that much.
You wouldn't.
No.
You can have
You know?
it like.
I mean, you could easily make them. What's stopping you?
You could have your own TB12 chef. You know?
Yeah. I could have my own TB12. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Get TB12.
I hope I get. It sounds like a disease.
It does,
I just
doesn't
got
it?
TB12. I gotta get a
Okay,
shot.
that's what's fascinating. He brings 12 tacos to a party. All the bitches want them.
That's not going to happen. Oh, the bitches that want them, not going to look like that.
No, the bitches are gonna want them. They're gonna look like lagoon creatures.
Yeah, they're going to lagoon creatures. They're going to like that. Like,
Hell of a
Jabba the
time.
Hutt.
Well stoned.
yeah, true.
Yeah, that's true. They could be just high off their ass. On
But
a
then they're
box
going to
of-
pass out before you get lucky with them if they're that stoned.
And then no anal because they just had Taco Bell.
Exactly.
Unless you want a stinky dinky.
You know? Maybe you can Alaskan pipeline them.
All of a sudden it looks like someone got Hershey syrup.
If I get
all
two
over
of
you.
them, we could do Bosnian.
Hey, is that
So-
your
Hey, you're
butt?
only 2 more people away from doing the snowman.
That's true. Or the what's the one you
Adam,
said?
is this a
What's the one about
awkward
the?
way of asking me and Arty if we want to do this Frosty the Snowman?
I mean, all you gotta do is ask.
I hit his ass, man.
What's the one with the hand job anal?
The freaky chicken,
The blowy, the eagle, right?
Yeah, yeah. The eagle.
spastic eagle,
Spastic
Spastic
eagle.
eagle. Nice.
Bosnian seesaw. I want to try that.
Come with me, Bosnian
Well,
seesaw.
I'm glad I could educate you.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
You
on something.
educated
Yeah, something.
the ladies in the kitchen as well too. Now they know they can bring some material home back to the motherland of
They could.
Tennessee. Susie's mom's gonna be like, "Do you know what a screaming eagle is?" It's gonna be like coffee. It's gonna be water. What do they call that? Water cooler talk.
Yes, yes.
You ever see?
Mom is disgusted from Urban Dictionary.
Oh, I'm
I
sure.
told-
I
knew
would
that
be
was,
too.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Let me ask you a question. You guys don't. We work offices, but like in your office, you ever hang out by the water cooler talking to someone?
We don't have a water cooler.
No.
We have a fridge.
You don't have one of those like
Break
Poland
room?
Springs things where the water comes out.
No, we have a fridge where you can just get like canned like
Beer?
Oh.
cola. No, like seltzer water.
Oh, that's nice of them.
Do they stock it themselves, or do you have to put it in there?
And I stock it.
Oh, that's nice.
We're allowed 1 free a day.
We got coffee.
One. Yeah, I take like.
Wait, are you kidding me?
No.
They gave you a number?
No, they don't give you a number. It's just that you can go to the fridge and you take one.
Yeah, but
But
what
like
was
no
you
one's
said
really
too?
monitoring it. But like
Oh, you just said you get
the
one
thing is,
free
it's in the
one a
budget.
day.
Yeah, you just can get 1 free for the day. Like it's not like there's nobody's monitoring. You can get more, but like it's just good nature to only take one because it does come out of the work like money, and they refill the fridge constantly. So it's like, please
Comes
take
out
one
the
a
work
day.
money.
Comes out from friggin'
Comes out a million
WB
years.
No one's
Morgan.
monitoring it, though. I can take it.
Yeah.
You
You know what I say?
Coke or soda.
I take full advantage of that. I worked at a company once. Where actually, the last company I worked at, I was drinking like 7 cups of coffee a day
Yeah.
because I didn't have to pay for it. But they provide cream. My new company does not provide cream. Yes.
Yeah, we have this weird, funky machine that makes like coffee, espresso, cappuccino. It's wicked fancy. It's too
There's
fancy
a hole
for
in
my
the back.
taste. What?
So Adam supplies the cream to his coffee in the hole in the back of the machine.
Yeah.
He just sits there and they hit the button. He goes,
Yeah. And Sue, stop acting like Urban Dictionary is gross. You're always
It's
like, I
her
like
mother
playing
said
Urban
it.
Dictionary.
Her mother said it.
Mom said she was disgusted.
And
I
Sue
did
knows
not know Blair.
she's participated in half those, so she's not grossed out by it.
I was kind of.
Used to you guys, so it goes in one ear and out the other.
I was kind of. I mean,
Oh,
She's like,
powers,
we did the
please.
frosty snowman in Vegas.
huh? I told you in the car that it was gonna be nasty.
I've heard worse things come out of you, Powers.
Not in front of.
Oh my God, everyone's a gentleman now. That's right. Forgot.
I love when I love when I get gentlemanly like, and he gets
Yeah.
offended.
It's offended by your gentlemanness
Offended by my gentlemanness.
because it's not authentic.
It's not.
It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Like mother, like daughter. I'm a whoa. What is it? Whoa.
Whoa,
She's
hey,
got glass
hey,
in her hand.
Whoa, hey, whoa.
I know. You saw the.
Want all of these in this box
Put that on a t-shirt.
before I put them all down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's in this box.
Want all these in the box here.
Tommy, what are you looking at? You want to fight me or
I
something?
want to stick my coffee in the box.
He's looking at me like I got the towel. You're not doing anything.
I'm looking at all the stuff that we have to.
That is quite a plethora, as you would say. You haven't used the word in a while. Usually, use that word a lot. Plethora.
Yes. I don't think we got to bring the jumper cables though, but it might be a good idea.
You have to bring that empty
Yeah, you
jug
should.
of water.
No. That's where we brewed the cider in that bottle.
Do you have to
Oh,
bring all those
sentimental.
boxes? Everything there going?
Half of it.
How are we gonna all fit in the Jeep?
Well, only me and you are riding in the Jeep.
Oh.
Taking the roof down. We're gonna strap it to the
Yeah.
top.
I rented a Suburban.
Did you really? No, you didn't.
And I rented an Urban, and then I think someone else rented a Rural.
Can I wear my turban?
Oh, turban.
Oh, Urban.
Yeah, I was trying to be like social study-ish
I'm the project.
projects. You are from the urban area of town. Eric probably lives in the most ghetto than all of us.
I do.
You're like a real street thug. You should. People, people start acting tough at the wedding. You should show them a picture of what your neighborhood.
Picture my front steps.
It's like this is where I
Hi,
live.
what's up, buddy? Hi.
Pull it up on.
MapQuest.
Google Earth.
Yes. You
Right
see a
there.
body laying out who just had a heroin
so
overdose.
sad, buddy.
That's the ghetto.
You look so sad.
You know what's funny? Eric's block in about 10 years. It's gonna be sold out. It's gonna be like this luxury apartment complex.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be like overprivileged kids living.
Well, they
there,
already
and,
built
like,
one behind you, right?
high-rises.
That apartment complex behind you.
Yeah, it's right next to us. It's like $2,000 for the 1 bedroom. On
Yeah.
top.
Wait to see what they do with Ann Rhymes. They're getting rid of that. That's going to probably be built up into a complex.
What's
too.
Ann Rhymes?
Ann Rhymes is like a very it's been there forever in South. It's like a restaurant. It's like a family.
Oh yeah, right for by Mulls.
Yes, Ann Rhymes is. I think they sold that part. They have their own parking lot too, which is very rare.
Space
And-
is valuable.
Yes,
Just like Anthony's
been-
Pier 4. They built like a.
it's good.
I go to Mulls all the time.
Well, good.
I went to Mel's the other day and I seen
$10
Mel.
breakfast, just loaded. Same thing. You go to South Street Diner, it's like $25.
Yeah, it's true. South Street Strip sold out. They used to be cheap. Now it's like going to a Continental for a breakfast.
God, Continental.
All right. So that subdues this episode. Next time you see us, I allegedly will be married. Technically, I'm already married by the state of Massachusetts
You
because
are.
I got to pick up my thing
He
tomorrow.
always says allegedly.
Allegedly. Susan might already have a
It's like
prior.
he's alive.
She might already be married and not told me. Or she could be currently married.
Maybe.
Maybe she married some Guatemalan so he can be a citizen.
And maybe you are allegedly married.
Ooh.
It's a good possibility. I know someone in this room whose wedding anniversary is this week.
Oh my God, that's right.
Is it this week? Was the
I think-
12th?
Yeah,
It's
around
today.
the holidays,
Today.
yeah. Wow.
I gotta say,
Is it a year or 2 years?
2 years ago today,
Wow,
Eric
2
got
years.
married. Allegedly.
There you go. There it finally works.
The appetizers were great.
2 years ago today,
Great
you and I were sitting at this
That
glass.
was catered by a friggin'
the barbecue
world
place.
champion barbecuer.
Really?
A celebrity barbecuer.
Appetizers were awesome.
Remember we
You
were.
didn't know that? That restaurant was owned by a
I
celebrity
did not know
barbecuer.
that.
Who's the barbecue?
Is it still
Andy
there?
Husbands. Yeah, he owns the restaurants.
Eddie Husband?
Andy Husbands.
Andy Husbands?
And what about Gladys Wives? Did she was his partner?
Gladys and the Pips.
Gladys Wives and Andy Husbands.
Yeah, I remember how she had to lock her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, remember we were scared we were gonna
be
be
a shock because all glass
Yeah, we were gonna be
windows.
just like they're gonna spray us. Skippy showed up, hammered.
Shit face. Then tried to get an Uber home, and he tried to have it picking him up in Brighton.
Yeah, he was.
He's like, it says it. He goes, Eric, it says it's here, but it's not. And I look at him because it says it's in Brighton. I had to call the guy, but like, yeah, just cancel.
I had a
this.
job interview that day. Then I came to the wedding.
I picked you up, yeah.
You did, yes, from the hotel. And then I had another
We
job
all look
interview the
sharp,
next day.
though.
We did look sharp.
We
We all
did.
look sharp.
I couldn't find my. After I left, it took me half an hour to
You
find
look
my
at the
car.
pictures
I
with
don't
me
know
and
why.
my best man Arty, and you could tell that we were up to no good because Arty just giggling.
I had that. I was drinking booze out of a pineapple.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's right.
The kid
that
was
was a-
cutting custom pineapples as drinking.
Wasn't the cake fake?
I don't know, but all I remember is like the sisters were like hanging like wedding stuff to make it really look realistic.
Yeah, no, like they were like trying to make people
Do you,
move
do
things.
you remember that picture that we're in?
Yes.
Did you ever see that
Stop
picture?
talking about this. I don't want to go to jail.
I want to see this picture.
It never
I
happened.
don't know what
It never happened.
Oh, we can find these pictures.
Because that picture, I remember you and you were in that picture, and we looked at each other, and we're like, oh, this is going to be, we're going to have to answer some
I have
questions.
photos of Eric going like this, not to take the picture.
Huh?
like this.
I have to look through my phone because I took a lot of pictures that night.
I think it's a picture of the three of us on here.
Yeah,
There is, yeah. I
it's
used it as
somewhere.
my default picture on my DJing website of me holding the drink out of the pineapple.
I don't know. I don't know. If
Yeah,
I
the
still have
cake
a
wasn't
picture of
real.
all
And I
three of
remember
us.
they were complaining that they wanted people to help them. They're like, can
Yeah.
you do this, grab this.
I didn't pay for a drink all night, though.
I didn't either. And the
We
food was
didn't have
great.
to.
The food was good. It
Food
was
was good.
It
great.
was all free booze. Yeah.
It's
Great.
awesome. Thanks for Kenny Husbands
Yes.
No, those
sponsoring
were
illegal
all,
weddings.
Who is
Those were all
Her side?
promo booze. Those
Oh,
were promo.
even better.
It's great.
I gotta say that was an interesting night. So happy anniversary to
Happy anniversary,
I
Eric.
think I had a picture. There's a picture of me and Susie's glasses. I thought I had. I don't have the picture anymore.
This picture of me and
Yeah.
Susie's bra.
Remember
Actually, all
I
those
took the
photos
pictures
got
of 'em
lost
at
in my old phone
Margaritas?
that died.
I had my new little fucking
Oh, yeah.
haircut, and I looked like a hipster, so I took your glasses.
Do you know I flew up all the way from Baltimore for that wedding?
That's right, you
You were
did.
here for
Because I was trying to think why you were at that hotel. That's right.
No,
yeah.
he was here for something.
I had a
You-
job
you-
interview
You had
that
a job
day,
interview.
yeah.
You're already here. It worked out perfect.
What I gotta say, you
I
know,
could have went to the freaking
I based my job interview around the wedding.
Scotty Lombardo called me up, wanted me to go to the pass game that night too, and I couldn't go.
2 years ago.
So mad.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Well, that's right. Watch the patch game in there. Yeah, they
Oh,
went to
shouldn't
that.
that picture be coming up on your memories?
They went to that bar across the
go to
street. Remember, it was in the
Oh yeah, the State
the
Street.
downstairs bar you had to
State
go to.
State Park.
Yeah.
The bar that tries to look like a dive
Yo,
bar.
you guys remember the picture I showed you the other day? I drove by that place, the Smoky Bones, like last Wednesday. I was
Bones,
there. I
yeah.
go, Eric's wedding venue. Good old days.
My brother's still listening. He's probably like, "What?"
He's like,
I don't even think I've ever
Yeah,
told
the
him
cake
that.
was fake.
your mother's like, Jesus Christ.
I told my mother about it. She's like, "I want to kill Joe."
Well, it didn't happen, so it's
No. It was a legend.
yeah.
You know, it's the worst that was going to happen.
Is he still? That would be funny.
Imagine if we're getting questioned.
Well, he still proved you still have half a brain because you didn't follow through with it.
Yeah.
So
Why is he up in the freaking stands?
I thought it was for love. Did you go to the bathroom?
what's going on?
I don't know. They were killing him. Now they're losing again.
Oh. It's typical. What is Horford? I know Horford. What's the little white guy's name? Hayward? Is Hayward
John
out there?
Stockton?
John Stockton there?
John Stockton.
Oh, what does he do? He runs up.
Oh,
Hey, that mean it was me. It was him.
I don't think that was necessary to run that many stairs up. I think you could have slowed yourself down in a couple of
I think the
stairs.
first two steps. He wasn't even running that fast.
I think you probably didn't have to go up the stairs.
Wasn't like.
You know, he
Forrest Gump
ran up
running
there.
the
He seen
ball
his
back.
he seen his girlfriend or some other dude. Like the time me and Eric were sitting in
Kevin
Falk's seats,
Oh God, that doesn't sound fun.
and he looked at us and we're like,
He came in after that. Like
it was like almost the fourth quarter.
Comes in. We're in my seats. I'm like. Oh.
And we look up and we seen this short, stocky, jacked black dude who was showing my height, and,
Oh, shit.
and he had a ring on. Eric's like, "Oh, that's Kevin Falk." And we go, "Kevin Falk," and he smiled.
If you had a Super Bowl ring, you need to wear it out in public.
His girlfriend was not very.
Dressed up, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you get dressed up, yeah.
I mean, some of them. Not the one we. Did you try the one on New Orleans? That was
No.
a big one.
No,
was-
yeah.
No.
At that bar we were at, the band was playing.
I don't think I was out that night with you guys. I think that was the night me and Joey returned early.
The night before the game.
It was the night
Oh,
before
then
the
no.
game.
Um,
You were out.
I was out. I don't know where I was. I was
remember
might have been on the
the band was
balcony,
like-
man.
It was
was
where
playing-
Eric was grinding up against the lady whose husband died a couple days
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
You remember
She
that?
I
wanted
was
my
so
T-shirt. She wanted
exhausted.
my fight
Yeah.
T-shirt.
I was so tired. I remember being there. That was the live music was playing.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I remember that. Yeah. I was so tired at that point. That was really late.
I was like,
I was too.
Eric, you know, her husband died a couple days ago. He's like, yeah.
Was she with us or no? She was with
I
us.
wonder if
no,
she was
she was
really meant that or just said that to try to like.
Maybe.
No,
Kill
she
the whole-
want like she
It
was
works.
like, I want this shirt. I'm like, well, you can pick it up off the bedroom floor in the morning. She's like, ooh, don't tempt me.
She was looking for some D.
I should say that all the time.
Then he blacks out. Forgets what happened.
And then he gets in his own way.
Next thing you know, he has a hat that's really crusty. He doesn't
That's it, because I
understand.
get, I get there, then I just have fun. I'm like, all right, I'm in, so whatever, and then I get a little too comfortable.
He's like a pilot.
Oh, 'cause remember, I still have
the
this.
pilot
too.
takes the plane off. Oh, I forgot that
Still
video.
have this too.
It's not a very classy video of Susie. Look at her. She's sitting there. She's like, what's that video could be?
She knows what.
Dun
it is.
dun dun.
I know exactly what to do.
What was it?
Oh, that's a nice ring.
Do you remember what Susie? Do you remember what Susie said on the radio the first time I took her up to the show when we were doing? We used to read lines from movies.
No, don't do it.
I'm not gonna say it, but do you remember
I think so.
from Big Lebowski?
Yes. Her mother is right there. Please.
I'm not saying anything.
Look, Kyrie.
Kyrie, he's gonna be at the wedding tomorrow.
Yeah, they're taking a flight.
What wedding you having tomorrow?
I mean, what's tonight?
No one's getting
Yeah.
married tomorrow.
No, I hope not.
That's still a couple of days.
God,
The
feels like a
waitress.
lifetime.
What is waitress giving out? She's giving out candies. Look at her.
I know what is going on down there.
We didn't have that kind of service when we sat courtside.
You know
Look
what?
at that.
It is right outside Baltimore, right? They're probably eating.
No, they're in downtown DC.
Oh, it's DC. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well, they're in
danger.
Maryland, right? They're probably eating a lot of crab.
DC stands for Danger County.
Pretty much.
Actually, that stadium is like in a nice area next, but if you go a block over, you're in Chinatown. It gets a little sketchy. I've seen the Celtics and the Bruins play at that arena. Fun fact for you: the Celtics game I don't remember because I was so hammered because the Patriots were playing KC on a Saturday night playoff game, and I was watching at this one bar, and then somehow got myself over to this stadium to go see the Celtics play, and I fell asleep during the entire third quarter. I was by myself.
Oh
I was
man.
hammered, and I woke up and I was looking at the score, like, where am I?
Aw.
Yeah, it was a rough day. I started.
And I woke up on a plane over Chicago. Like, what?
Like, where am I?
And I'm like, Skippy's like, hey. I'm like, how did you guys get me on this plane? I was wasted.
It's awesome.
That sounds scary.
Yeah, yeah.
It was 'cause I went up, so we were going to Vegas in the morning. We were flying out of Manchester. I was going to a birthday party in the limo the night before, and they're like, "Don't fall." I'm like, so I got home, wasted, took my bag, threw it on the lawn, and I fell asleep on the front steps. I woke up, them get me on.
How'd you get through security?
Yeah.
It was like Weekend with Bernie's. They were propping him up.
They're
to
propping
get
him up.
on.
They're just fresking him.
It was
He's like this.
2004 too. So
I was gonna say right after 9/11.
fresh.
Yeah, so they were still a little strict.
Huh.
That's pretty. Imagine waking up on a plane,
maybe I was just
freaking
like,
out.
Nope.
You're looking around. You're like,
Maybe at least I.
the best was if no one sat near you and you were all by yourself.
I was in the middle of two hot girls, and I had to. I
That
had to-
never
No,
happened.
Never.
no,
Really?
this really happened. And I woke up and I was just like, oh, I was like, hold on, like I had the Bud Mud, like the
Oh, God.
Jägermeister thing, and that was my Jaeger days, and I'm just like,
This is gonna be
they
a
were
problem.
both passed out. Actually, it was only one, the girl and her brother. I was in the middle between a girl and a brother.
I gave the girls a drink before they came on the
And I was-
plane, and they
I
were
looked
fire
over,
still
and
before
I
we
looked
went
over,
down.
she's like this, and I'm just like sleeping. I'm like, I can't get walk.
I did wake up screaming on a plane once though. I must have been in
Jesus
a dream.
Christ.
It was when I was flying to Australia,
Okay.
and this is literally what happened. I was like, and then I looked around and realized where I was.
You just no, you
Oh my
made me
God.
laugh.
That's exactly what happened.
Fun
too.
bowl.
Right? It's just like,
Dude, if a guy next to me that I didn't know started screaming during a plane,
That's what would happen.
but it was like pitch black, 2 a.m. ish.
I would be like, dude.
Nobody noticed. I don't know how that.
It would have been like the Wolf of Wall Street when he wakes up and he's all tied up to the chair. He's like, dude, what you doing? He's like, you don't remember? You were trying to hump this dude. That would be amazing. We should do that to someone we know. We should get them like drugged and get them on a plane and not be on the plane. Just send them somewhere. But when they land, there's a guy holding their
Okay,
name.
all right.
Like, we should arrange it so, like, when they land, they just walk out the airport and they're like, what? Did I arrange this guy to pick me up? And the limo guy, and and then all of a sudden it goes to like some like hotel and
Send him to like Lincoln, Nebraska, like somewhere.
Yeah.
or like Springfield, Mass.
Yeah, somewhere
Quick
safe.
crop thing.
Like a Cape Air flight.
Yeah, that'd be safe.
Dude, if I ever woke up on a Cape Air flight and didn't know I was, I'd be freaking out.
Imagine, where's this flight going? It's going to New Zealand. What?
Do you know the Cape Air don't only has one pilot? They don't have a co-pilot because it's a propeller plane.
Oh.
So that's always fun. Eric was more scared there than when he got his sexual transmitted disease test results.
You scared the bear out of my hand. He jumped right up.
What was that look for? The bleachers gave me a dirty look.
She's marrying you. Of course you get a dirty look.
The bleachers.
On that note,
I can see you licking this.
I think that's our cue.
Don't wipe your ass with those. Could cause burning.
Speaking of,
Unless you want a bleached asshole.
Well, I'm looking forward to Saturday and sharing this moment with you guys. This very special moment. It'd be cool. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a blast.
The moments you be sharing are gonna be up to a minimum.
But it's a moment you're never gonna forget. And I was there to witness it.
We're not doing a Frosty the Snowman.
No.
And no way.
No, it's gonna be a blast. Though. I'm looking forward to it.
What do you mean go around talking
Go
to
around,
everyone?
thank everybody. You just
Yeah,
go
you have
by.
to go in. You have to
Yeah,
shake
you
Dude,
your
my
rounds.
friend
You gotta
did it.
make
My
your
friend was
rounds.
like, "Screw you all. I'm having fun. This is my wedding."
I'll see you on the
Nobody
dance floor, motherfucker.
Yeah, you gotta go shake the hands. You gotta avoid the aunts tables because they'll talk your ear off.
Don't you have the receiving line at the end when
No.
you stay out there and everybody?
No,
Why not just do that?
We
Everybody leaves the place of the ceremony has to say something. Yeah.
I did that. I only
I
been
just
to.
don't get why you guys. I know you're buying dinner for hundreds of people. Why do you have to go up and thank them for coming? You
Yeah.
give them a thank you. It's your day. You
I'm gonna
should
say
walk
I'm gonna
around
walk
the
up to
door.
people and expect to be thanked. I'm gonna be like, I hope you're enjoying your meal.
They
I would
should
say,
come
everybody,
to
thanks
you.
for having us. Thanks for having us. Like it's a pleasure to be here with you guys. You know, it's cool.
That's why I think. That's why the receiving line in the church is pretty bad.
We don't have a
Like,
church.
Well, whatever. We're going from one room to another, right? Or
Do
is
you?
it the
I
same
do.
room?
I mean, the room's
do
right
you,
next
I
door.
do. Congratulations, you're married. We're
I don't
out.
like the receiving line because it's very mafioso. Like they should be giving you an envelope with like the $100 bills sticking out the front. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Just and then Karen will be like, "Put the envelopes. They're all next to the table.
So
I'm
it's just-
afraid isn't someone gonna take them?" And I'll be like, "Hey, Karen, no one's gonna take those here."
So is this gonna be a table for me to put my card and stuff?
Is there gonna be a table for you to put your card?
Yeah, like all
Oh,
my stuff.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, there's gonna be a table for put your fucking card.
I knew I was waiting for that. That's what I knew the next thing you were gonna say.
We had to get three. Hey, Eric, we had to get 3 meals for this wedding for Adam.
3.
One for him, one for his date, one for his cock.
Ba-dum-bum.
we had
For the python in his pants.
We had squeezing the squeezing into the table.
The python. Yeah.
Yeah, fruit by the foot.
She just likes me, huh? You haven't left me alone since I got here.
She's a user.
Yeah, she'll just. I don't feel that special because if I wasn't here, it'd just be somebody else.
No, she's like stripper. She's like a stripper at a strip club. She just moves her way around trying to hustle stuff off of
People
people.
pays the most attention.
Yeah.
To it,
He's like, hey, you gonna give me some money?
Yeah.
Give me some food? Look at that.
Food? What do you got? Get some food?
Exactly.
Should
It's all.
see her when a dog's sitting there. She doesn't let me out of her sight.
Yeah.
If I go somewhere that's not in her sight, it looks like I'm not coming right back, she comes right up behind me.
Panics.
All right.
All right, we can call it here. This has been quite the elaborate show.
Quickie. It's been an hour and 12 minutes.
Elaborate.
Hey, elaborate. Where do you get quickie?
I thought you said quickie.
You're just hearing noises from other girls to hang up. That was quick. That was a quick 15 minutes. Now I'm paralyzed.
Mom just said it's been an hour of bullshit.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's about right. I mean, if it's an hour of bullshit, we've just 23 hours left
I mean,
in the
did we
tank.
do it for this whole game?
Celtics game for the most part, yeah.
We started?
Yeah, that was only a few weeks ago. She's not letting go of my leg because Tommy kept trying to
Yeah, it's the girl he met at
like
the
that.
on ChristianMingles.com.
Christian Mingle. Never gotten around to trying to infiltrate J-Date.
But you should.
Never got around.
I
to
heard
it.
some story of some guy on the radio who was on J-Date who wasn't Jewish and just started lying and say he was Jewish.
People think I am. They think I look Jewish. So
We
I might be able to
won't.
infiltrate.
Do you remember that day we thought we were going to do the experiment? We're going to do the group date?
She's trying to get you.
Yeah, and we're gonna pick characters for ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a shame that never worked out
I
'cause
know,
that would have
right?
been a very interesting night.
It would have. But on that note, yep.
On that note, the whirlwind potato.
Yeah, we're one potato on YouTube. That's more my.
Subscribe to it.
Yes, please do.
You see Adam behind a green screen.
I know.
I can't wait to see what your green screen is going to be next week.
Yes.
very entertained. You don't get to see his apartment anymore, which is very
Pretty good
exciting.
looking. It was pretty professional.
Yeah, it's still working on it, still making it, improving.
Pretty professional.
Yes, and here we are using a webcam for this show.
That's to the
It
point.
looks very grainy, like it's
For
like
what you're using, it looks. I mean, you know what I mean. Like
Well, it's good for what it is anyway.
I didn't hear.
this is a
You
very
guys are talking about the sound different, but
Yeah.
this is very Al Qaeda-ish. This setup I have here.
Well, it should be. We're just doing it. It's just a. It serves its means for what it is.
Right there. I love the
It
delay
doesn't.
on
Things don't
Facebook.
have to be dramatic, theatrical. It's just if it suits the mean of what you're doing, then it
Suits
works.
the mean. That's it. For us subscribers out there, so subscribe and like, because that's what the points count for, guy. And we'll leave you at that. Next week you'll see me. I'll be married,
You will.
allegedly. If she doesn't kill me.
Arty Di Matteo.
Yeah, it's gonna be Susie D. Mattia.
Susie DeMaria. Hey.
Hey,
Di Matteo.
do you know in the marriage license they asked me if we were related,
What?
and my sister goes, "Who would admit that?"
What? That's a weird question.
Yeah, it is right. Are you guys blood related? And then there's a second column that says, if you are, how close are you?
Well, I
It's like, what?
guess they
I think there's
do
a-
have to ask that. I mean,
Well, I thought it was like a little bizarre, but I figure it's.
I guess so.
I mean, I want to know what a percentage of how many people actually check yes, and then they're like, yeah, we're cousins.
Yeah, with third cousin. Yeah,
I
what is
mean-
technically related? We could get into that. Like, where does it stop?
I think you legally married a cousin. I think you just shouldn't marry your sister.
A cousin, no, but if we're going second or third, yeah, that's fine.
A cousin is a quarter of your gene pool.
So I would say second or third is fine.
I don't care if my cousins. Oh, I don't even know how to say it.
Was hot?
No, like my cut. So what would be like my cousin, like the cousins of my mother's cousin, like
No,
my
it'd be your mom's cousin's kid would be a third cousin that you're legally able to
no,
have.
I couldn't. Still couldn't.
It's whatever. That doesn't sound like much of a relation to me. Like third, when you go with third cousin, that doesn't
I
really
know a couple third cousins.
like
I
third.
have a third cousin at the wedding.
Okay, but you're not marrying that. No, that's what I mean. Like,
No,
terms of
but I'm
people
saying,
marrying,
like,
like,
I know some third cousins.
like
yeah.
third cousins, like whatever. But if you, like your cousin, you're obviously your sister or brother. No,
No. Oh, no.
you know, but like we're talking like third. Once it gets watered down past three, I think
You think it's okay?
it's fine.
What happens if she had the same last name as you for some reason, the way the gene pool went down there? Her name was like Moth or Mallet.
I think if I got a blood test, she got a blood test, and it showed we were any percent related, I'd be disgusted.
Would you
we're
be-
all
yeah.
somewhat related, because we all came from the same place.
Y'all came from Africa, remember? We
But
talked about
if
that
I
when
take
we
a blood
first-
test, you take a blood test, it's not gonna have any percent relation.
You never know.
Well,
Imagine,
you never know. But
imagine if it came out you guys were like closer related than you thought you did. The good thing is if you guys never needed an organ, you could just swap them.
Unless we're different blood types.
be like, hey, my liver's not working good this weekend. Can I borrow somebody else?
Like a slice of mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless
I
we're
think
different blood types, though.
Here's the thing. I can tell you one thing. In this radio show, no one wants our livers.
Nobody what?
But I guess if someone needs a penis, I know who you can talk to.
Hey!
Yo!
Kidney's possible. My kidney function's great. Actually, my liver function's awesome. I had to test it.
How do you know?
I said my physical.
And it tells you if your liver is functioning
Yeah.
properly?
Yeah, yes, it is. They test your liver function and
They
your
do.
kidney
Oh,
function.
I guess so. I
I
guess
mean, if
they
you're
do
not
that.
yellow,
Yeah.
Well,
Your
no,
liver's
actually,
working.
no. They
They're like,
actually
oh,
just check. They sent
Look
your
at
blood
Tommy
to
just
the
looked at you. He's like, I'm
They send
yellow.
your
Do I have a
blood
bad
lab. They
liver?
send your blood to the lab, and if everything is within its margin, it's fine.
Yeah.
And that's the letter you get in the mail.
once
Yeah,
your
like-
color is not your color anymore, there's something wrong. It's like,
Yeah. Yeah, if you start turning black, then you have like a flesh
like
eating
those
disease.
men, like when they get older, they just look like they're dirty, but they're not.
Well, how about black men that turn white when they get older? You
Yeah.
ever see that? Like they were like, you know what I mean? The
Like
skin
Michael
fades.
Jackson?
No, but like they naturally fade away. Like
Like Sammy Sosa?
yes.
No, Sammy Sosa, he
He's
says,
disorder.
no, he says that's what he looks like when he's not in the sun. Because with baseball, he's
I
in the
guess
sun
so,
all the time.
yeah.
That was his excuse.
And he is Dominican, I guess. So it's kind of a
Yeah.
I guess so. It's like Snooki. What does she look like when she's not in the sun?
She's like Spanish, though.
Yeah, she's like Chilean or something like
Chilean?
that. Chilean.
Are you trying to say Chilean?
Chilean.
Chilean. Is that a pet?
I wish.
A pet Chilean. All
All
right.
right. We're-
Chinchilla? Are we trying to
Chinchilla?
chinchilla?
No.
Oh yeah. By the
you say
way, all
Chilean.
your wedding gifts we're giving out for favors is a chia pet.
That's cool.
It's a George Clooney chia pet.
George Clooney.
What?
I know, very bizarre.
That's cool.
You ever want to see George Clooney with an afro? We got it for
Why
you.
don't you give the Stranger Things guy kid? They got a Stranger Things thing. You know, the fucking the annoying. I'm trying to talk like him.
Oh.
The annoying kid from the Verizon commercials.
Oh yeah, thick his foot.
So we got a raffle. Oh, that kid with the fro.
Somebody's
Yeah.
like, "Do you watch Stranger Things?" I'm like, "I never heard of it." Like this was last year. They're like, "Who's in it? What's in it?" It goes, "Oh, that kid from the Verizon commercials." And I'm like, "All right, thank you. I'll never watch it."
That kid
Stranger
looks
Things is a
like
great
he looks
show.
like he could be Adam Sandler's son in real life.
Yep. Yeah, I
The
give
little
it to
Jew
him,
frill you
yeah.
get going on.
Yeah.
No, the winner of the wedding, we're gonna give a raffle. It's to spend an afternoon with Jr. And you guys get to
Just-
talk politics.
Whenever I hear, I can just smell his breath.
You know, you should
Whenever I
want to
see
win that just so you could beat the hell
I
out
don't.
of
I can't watch Saturday Night Live anymore because he looks like the guy from Saturday Night Live.
it. It just sucks. Yeah.
it. JR, is he not white? Like, is he something else?
Oh, what was he?
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Oh,
I just
he
wanna
was like
know.
a
He's
quarter Colombian.
quarter something that makes his skin is just
He
a
looks
weird
like a Jew.
pigment.
That's what he used to tell me. I think
He's
he said he
not.
was a quarter Colombian in German.
I
German and
think they always
Colombian.
talk about Minnesota and Arizona.
Oh, yeah, he lived in Minnesota for a little while. He lived in North Carolina.
He's
for
got a
little while.
Krusty the Clown hairline.
Yeah, he does.
Like raps, but
Think he watches our show?
no.
Ever since he got kicked off?
He thinks he's too cool for it.
I don't know. But
I love when I use him as my footrest.
we're glad you weren't bringing a certain someone as a date to the wedding. We're gonna say that much.
Ooh.
That we thought maybe could have been a possibility. You know what I'm talking about, Adam?
Yeah, I think I said it earlier.
You did say it earlier, yes. and it
Why would
did-
I ever bring that person?
I don't know.
Why would I ever be like? I would look at you like, "Oh, why would you do that?
Next thing you know, you get Monaco involved, and you guys get the eagle thing going on.
Oh
I
God!
might tell her to crash just for shit and giggles. Just for S&Gs.
Eric, no. She'd be like, Eric, I'm a manager now at a bar.
Yeah, that you were supposed to give me a job at. You didn't.
You should be like, thanks for the job, fuckface. And leave it at that.
That's it. It comes
We
down to
said
one
that
shot.
like 4 times, and we'll leave it.
Buzzer beater. Kyrie
He's gonna
comes,
get
double
it.
dribbles, dribbles
3,
over, duck.
2,
Uncle
1.
Drew.
Oh, of course not.
How do you
We're
not
going
get that
to
in there?
overtime.
Well.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Have a good week. See you guys later. Bye bye.